Hey, everybody. Kyle here, joined by Amanda Troop.
Hi. Hello, everyone.
Whew. Honestly, I gotta breathe for another second.
Yeah, I'll take all the questions.
Please do. Yeah,
right.
send all your questions to Amanda at Easy Allies in chat so she can read them easier. Whew.
Yeah, congratulations.
It feels really good to have that out.
I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah. It was 10 episodes, but what, 3 years of work?
Like 2.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's incredible. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It's really cool. Yeah.
I'm exhausted.
I'm sorry Jordy doesn't like it anymore. I hope everybody else still likes it.
Can I tell a story actually before you go into Q&A?
Yeah, and I'm missing all the questions right now anyway, so I'm doing a good job.
I remember, so we had the read through with you and Jones. We read through the first 5 scripts, right? And then you were like, do you have more? And I'm like, yeah, but those aren't quite done. And we read through the next 5. And I remember you asking me, does it have to have a sad ending? I can't remember the way you phrased it. You were like, does it have to end so sad?
Yeah. Wasn't it originally even sadder?
Yeah. There was more scenes at the end of that originally. Yeah. It was even sadder before.
Yeah, so really this is happy.
Yeah.
This is a happy ending. We did it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's what happens. Children put away their childhood things and go on to play laser choppers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Laser choppers happens.
Yeah. Yeah. What do I think of that ending? I mean, I, of course, wanted Boxpeak to go on indefinitely. So I was like, well, shoot. That's that, I guess. But I like the way it unfolded. And I think it's a very, it's not your traditional cartoon show, is it? It's not about making people happy. At the end of the day, it's about talking about like how we get obsessed with these fads, but do they ultimately matter? And I mean, you had the whole scene with Kazomi and CD, and like, all of their friendships were not even, they didn't even survive all of that. And was that really even returning their best friend? That broke my heart. Jordy is my best friend shirt, because that's a callback.
Yeah.
What, episode 1 or episode 2?
I think 2. No one's ever done anything like that for me before. Yeah, that's episode 2.
And then were they wearing them in the stadium?
No, I think they were going to surprise Jordy with them. Yeah.
So they didn't even get to do that.
They never even got to wear them.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess hug your friends today and play some Boxpeak and remember childhood, and then watch the show again.
You know what? I should give credit to Luke Arnold, who also read through all the scripts and gave a lot of feedback.
Yeah.
So the idea that Boxpeak is one of many games that was just submitted to this civilization was his.
Yeah.
And the way
so
he
funny.
originally, he was like, what if at the end, like they're just like, there's like this junkyard that's got layers and layers of hundreds of games, and just you see like you're just scrolling down. First you see them dump all these boxes, and then you go deeper and deeper, and then you see these other games and all these other games.
Yeah.
And it's like, I can't do that, dude.
Yeah, it's too much animation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a phone call.
You need a better budget.
But I did love that idea.
Yeah. Why though? Why did you make it sad at the end? Like, what was your motivation behind saying like Boxpeak isn't cool anymore?
I actually, like, I guess it's this morning, I was looking back through all my original notes when I was trying to like settle on the point of the show, and the one thing I wrote down was that like, if in the show that this is kind of like 3 likes in a row, if Ash Ketchum ever said, I don't like Pokemon, the show would end.
Yeah.
And I thought that's really interesting, that like, if one person shows disinterest, that this whole thing could collapse. And I think there's honestly, like you talked about, there's honesty to it. There's that feeling with friends where like you both love a thing.
Yeah.
You love a thing together, and suddenly your friend doesn't anymore. And that's such a unique pain. And like, it's just hard to communicate. It takes 10 episodes to get there. But yeah, that's that kind of thing. I think we've all had this friend who's just, man, I'm not into it anymore. And you're like, what?
Yeah.
We loved this last week. And that was the other really hard thing, is I think when you're writing a character, they need to be motivated. And Jordy's, there's no reason for him suddenly in episode 10 not to like Boxpeak anymore. You have to ignore rules of writing and just let it be. He's just not into it.
Yeah, he just stopped.
Yep.
Well, I mean, that happens though. That happens with everyone. Where like one day you're like, oh, I'm so into this thing, and then you think about it a week later, and you're like, I used to really love. Like, I was talking to Brandon about Goonies, and he's like, I don't think it holds up. And I said, oh, I think it does.
Yeah.
But it's that kind of thing where you could be obsessed with it for so long. Or like, I used to watch the Hallmark Hall of Fame Secret Garden over and over and over and over again. And then I watched it as an adult and I was like, oh, that's really cheesy.
Well,
But so in a lot of ways, what you did was you gave Jordy a path to becoming mature and embracing like an adulthood, whereas the adults in the story, Denise and Victor and even Bronze Fang, who kills for Box Peak, they never really find that maturation to go, you know what, I think there might be things more important. Of course, Jordy like doesn't seem to have the other things because he doesn't care about his friends or his parents very much.
I think he's just going to eat chicken tenders on Fairboat Island.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of that.
What?
I just felt like we couldn't do this Q&A without a little something here. So.
Did you bring chicken tenders?
They're not fingers, they're just tenders, chicken tenders. They're not fingers, they're just tenders, chicken chicken fingers.
What a surprise! Why you saved that you had these stashed the whole time until this moment?
Well, yeah, it didn't make sense to bring them out during the screening. I also brought 2 milkshakes from Shuggies.
Really?
Yeah. Do you like strawberry or chocolate?
I'll take the one you don't want. Thank you. Oh, my Amanda, I'm so hungry too.
Yay!
This is so nice.
Congratulations.
I'm so hungry right now.
And there's 2 dipping sauces as well.
Kyle didn't smell it. I did not.
No,
You concealed that really well. She's got a big bag over here. Wow.
It's a box mud. And then I brought dipping sauces. I don't know which kind you like.
That is super, super nice. Whoa.
They're not fingers, they're just tenders, chicken tenders.
By the way, the song you made up on the spot.
Yeah. And,
Script does not have a little song in there yet.
and what's also funny is that I've forgotten a lot of the things that I've done on your show.
Oh, because it was a long time ago for the most part. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, there's more. Wait, there's more dipping sauces. Look
Great.
at this, CD.
Oh, you know what's great though, everyone? Is that Kyle and I are still friends.
Oh, yeah, it's just a show.
Yeah.
It's just a show.
It's just a show. Of course, now you have to eat chicken on screen.
Gladly. I'm that hungry.
Yeah, let's have some questions. I got what's this? Tangy barbecue sauce and honey mustard, which is what I like. But I wasn't sure. I almost got all the sauces.
You have to answer questions while I eat.
Okay.
We'll go back and forth.
And we'll go back. Do you have any ideas for the show that you had to bail on? I don't know what that means. Did you already have? Shoot, hold on. Okay. Are you too emotional now that it's over? Yeah. We're
Yes.
emotional.
Big time, actually.
Yeah. I bet that's an epic project. I had this vision of you, sadly burning all of the characters in your apartment, at the end. You're like, well, goodbye, all of you. And I was like, I hope he doesn't
I won't do that.
do that. No, I hope you save them.
In fact, so the final shot of Kazomi poofing away, zapping out, it's glitter. I just tossed some glitter onto the screen. I did 6 glitter takes. That's the only one that's close to good. Most of the time you can't even see it. I think it's because my camera just doesn't, it doesn't capture enough frames per second. So my apartment will always have glitter in it now. The box peak will never leave.
Yeah, glitter is, yeah.
I saved that shot for the very last, knowing this, but I'm like, I really need that glitter. I can't do the shot without the glitter. In hindsight, I could have done it without the glitter.
No, you couldn't. You needed the glitter.
I don't know if it was. I don't know if it read.
Do you know on Star Trek that's how they used to do the beaming up effect? Is they had glitter in a glass of water and they swirled it.
The reason I knew that was Reading Rainbow. Have you seen that episode?
No, but of course, Reading Rainbow. he would know. Speaking of Geordi.
Yeah. So LeVar Burton is like, let me show you my job. Let me show you my other job.
Wow.
And he showed you just stirring that up and how green screen worked and everything. It was a cool
That's
episode.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I love Reading Rainbow. Let's see. Still rules about keeping it about Box Peak? or can they ask about anything?
Oh, what do you feel comfortable with?
I will answer any question that I feel like answering.
Sure. Yeah, they have many opportunities to ask me any question any regular day. So,
Yeah.
yeah, if you have any question for Amanda, shoot it.
Why couldn't the dragon read Geordie?
Because he had no will.
Yeah, he doesn't read minds, he reads intent.
Yeah, and
And
Geordie
Geordie
didn't
had
care.
no intent.
Yep.
Yeah, he didn't want anything.
Yep.
When does Laser Choppers season 1 air? 2024.
2024, starting next week on
Yeah.
Laser Choppers.
Yeah.
The idea is, I've never seen this process before, an animated series where every frame is a painting. And so I'm going to try to do that.
For real?
No, because that would take an eternity.
Yeah.
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 No, not for real.
I'm like, I'll encourage you. You go for it. How did you do the dragon voice?
So the voice as recorded sounds like, "Hello, Takia. There's nothing." I guess nothing. Whatever. It sounds like that, but I just slowed it down big time.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But what is next, Kyle? Probably a rest.
It's just Chicken Tenders Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let me see if I can answer some of these calls.
Sure.
Some of these calls. I mean, that's what happens when I'm reading.
Favorite episode
what's
you can do?
Oh, favorite episodes? I really like the one where they go shopping. I just love the sequence where he's like, "What can I buy for this many credits?" Gorilla vomit. Oh, I just love that moment so much. It's so funny, and seeing Bronze Fang at the end for the first time. Baby Milo's doing great. Baby Milo's going to be 6 months old. Can you believe it? This month, December 21st. Did I have a hard time reading the last episode because Geordie is awful in the end?
Awful.
Well, he's not awful. He just moves on. It's interesting that you said, "Oh, he has no intent," because as the actor, you have to have intent.
Yeah.
So I was like, just my intent was, well, I think this has played its course, and I'm gonna go and do something else now. Maybe go home and see my parents, or, just something else. Yeah. So, no, it wasn't. I mean, I was sad that it was over. Of course, I wanted him to have, I don't know, more adventures. Will Roost make those Geordie is my best friend t-shirts? I think they should.
Yeah, they probably won't though. At least not in the first round. Like the first round of shirts will be 2 shirts.
Sure.
So yeah, probably not soon.
Oh yeah, was that the Observers that took the Bronze Fang? Did they get him?
Yes. Yeah, those are Observer hands.
Yeah.
And also someone asked who is Ben on the last thing. He is an observer. It's an observer on the phone calling into the law. Just those lore questions. Amanda,
Yes.
a couple of their performances I'm really impressed by in episode 10 is the Kozomi stuff. The two long hurt chunks of speaking of you believe that she truly cares that Geordie is about to lose to this mind-reading woman, and she's truly concerned about it. I really love that. And also obviously, she actually speaks with some pain at the end, and you've never seen her talk like that at the entire episode or in
Yeah.
the series too. I really love that.
I think that in a lot of ways Kozomi valued Geordie's friendship more than Geordie valued Kozomi's friendship, but I think that she never really got close to CD, and so that kind of Geordie was the glue that held them together. That's another sad thing about a friend that moves on is sometimes that's the person that makes the group work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, that's what I like about that opening scene is when they just look at each other for a second and go, yeah. Are you Geordie Defective's best friends? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're right. They have nothing to share other than
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I imagine Kozomi goes back to her other world and is like, oops. But fortunately, she can go to any dimension.
Yeah, I imagine
so
she's
now
never
she's in
going
the
back to
Hawaii.
that.
She's in the Hawaii dimension.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I imagine she's going all over the place.
This is nice.
Can I tell you I want to put Kozomi in every other series I ever make for the rest of my life?
Yes,
Wouldn't
do
that
it,
be
'cause
fun?
why not?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kozomi was a fun thing. Did we talk about this last time about how Kozomi, you had a different idea for her originally, and then I just did this deadpan thing? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was fun. That was a fun discovery. And it was fun to take that performance and then translate it for was it episode 6 where we go to her dimension?
No, 7.
7.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so hard to eat and be delicate on camera. do my hair back. But it was fun because it was like, okay, now let's see who she really is. And the understanding that she's been speaking another language the whole time. And, you know, that deadpan thing is actually a lot of stoicism, that you don't understand that that's what that actually is until you see her in that episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really good. It plays both ways.
Yeah.
I think most people think she's just dumb up until that episode, which I love.
Oh, you think that people think she's dumb?
Yeah.
Oh, I never thought she was dumb.
Like a dumb, boring teenager.
I thought that she was just a apathetic.
Yeah, maybe it's more that.
Teenager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just disinterested. Yeah.
I actually thought you were going to make a callback in not. Yeah, I guess it was last week's episode to oh, I hate you. I just hate you. I hate you. I hate you so much. There was a moment where Denise was left alone and then she like fires somebody.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought we were going to go back
yeah.
to that for a second.
Yeah.
See, that's what I don't remember what we even recorded.
It's so fun. I think at that point she's on more of a high. I think that her plan is coming together from episode 2 to episode, I think that's 9, when she says fire Ed Crawford. I like the Denise with swagger.
Yeah.
I love her in this episode.
Yeah.
Just the yes. I don't think that's even in the script either. Just like yes. I just love. I love the way that she plays off there. And you never hear her talk again. There were lines where just in the script where it's like, what's happening here? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think I drew the drawing of her just looking just totally dismayed. And just the way the scene plays out better, it's better just for Jordy to just rattle off those lines and just cut to silence.
Yeah.
I think that works.
Yeah.
You feel for her.
You do. You do. Yeah, so I did. So there were 2 questions about this. I was like 90% of the female actors on the show. So yes, I was Kazomi. And will Kyle hire other women to act in future projects? Probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
One thing, I talked about it a little bit, I think maybe last week, is that we recorded these, I think, 2 years ago mostly.
Yeah, and then some pickups over the last.
Yeah, and I feel like over the last 2 years, the Easy Allies family umbrella has grown a lot.
Yeah.
There are definitely people I would have asked to do lines.
Yeah.
But hey, we had them recorded. I wasn't going to re-record anything.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, your read on the mom is so funny, right? It's a bit character. It's one that you could easily hand it off, or I could have easily handed off, but didn't have the heart to re-record that one.
Well, thank you. Was Jordy grounded by his parents for lying about being on a super long field trip? Yes.
You know what?
I would say yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's how they do things on Fairboat Island.
Yes.
They took away his boat dogs. And what the heck is a super peak?
Just a line to end a trailer with.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a really cool shot of Jordy with a cool jacket and like he's got a slightly different haircut and a new shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was just a tease.
just cool stuff to put
So
in the
there was
trailer.
a lot of stuff that you, quote unquote, trolled people with. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. But
I'll justify it in a second.
well, I think I can justify it. I mean, because it was all kind of towards the point, which is, this is a show about consumerism, right? And about trends and about marketing and ads. And so there's a deep cut there. Am I overinterpreting it? I think I'm not.
Yeah, I think you're giving me a lot more credit.
Good.
To me, I just needed shots to put in the trailer, and I didn't want to put any actual shots.
Which might actually be what happens in the course of making actual trailers.
Well, because I mean, like season 2 is a lot of surprises. It's a super dark turn as opposed to what episodes
Every
1 through 5 are.
episode, too.
Yeah, and so I think even if I showed Peak Ref 12 in the basement, I think it would have given too much away for the trailer. So I had to manufacture stuff that would give somebody, because I mean, there's the recurring joke about the episode's titles being the show that people would expect Box Peak to be the entire time. Like a gust of wind. And he was like, oh, I'm going to watch an episode where there's a match and you win with wind or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to basically, that trailer is for that series still.
Yeah.
So those are canonical in the title universe, basically.
Yeah. So if you actually watched him peak in all the episodes,
Yes.
all of that happened. Like the thumbnail with the one character that's not
Yeah.
pictured in the episode. at all.
Yeah.
Was he
You
ever
would've seen-
supposed to be in the episode?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically what you were actually seeing was what was happening behind the episodes of Box Peak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was another idea I wrote down really early. And this is where we like created Victor from, is this idea of this character who's like really good. You see this kind of character in anime all the time, and you know, any cartoon show about like an adventure. Just a kid who's super good. And I wanted it to also be at the same time about an adult whose life is ruined by that kid. Loses in the first episode and then just gets worse and worse and worse. And then I think everything kind of
Yeah.
grew from that tree.
Yeah. Does Victor ever go home?
You don't go home from Bonefield Island. You don't go home from Bonefield Island. That's a one-way trip. You're exiled. He's stuck there. He is home. I feel like his son
Yeah.
does commit a crime to be able to be with his dad.
I didn't catch that.
But there's no. Sorry, this is season 3 stuff.
Oh, I see. Okay.
This is Laser Choppers.
Yeah, okay.
And
Right,
Laser Choppers.
Gets
yes.
onto Bonefield Island.
Yes.
Yeah.
To be with his dad. Yeah.
What's Jordy doing? Nothing. Is he's not in the season. He's not in the show anymore.
So
is
when
he?
there
Laser
was
Choppers is about what? Other kids?
So I think there was a scene originally that was Jordy back at school, or at least I was planning on one at one point.
yeah, mhm.
And it's just a totally boring scene where nothing funny happens. And so I think that's just what Jordy's doing.
Yeah.
Without Box Peak, there's just nothing that interesting about his character,
Yeah.
which is kind of untrue. I realize, like, we gave him a little too much. You know what I mean? That's not supposed to be. Like, it was just supposed to be Box Peak, but you know, it's fine.
Well, he's I mean, he's just got a plucky spirit.
Yeah, yeah. So it's mean when they say like, I kind of don't care, samesies.
Yeah.
Because you kind of believe like, I kind of care what
Yeah.
what Jordy's doing right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, they hurt him too
Where
much.
did the dragon come from?
There was the beginning of episode 10 in my first draft was all about Takia Chill's backstory. Kind of sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah.
It's a manifestation of her hatred for her family because they wouldn't let her go play Box Peak. So she just hated so much. She hated and hated and hated that it formed into this dragon eventually who could read minds. Well, not minds, but intent.
So is Box Peak legal on Fairboat Island now? I don't think it is.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't matter?
No, I mean, like, they're going to destroy Distraction System 415.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So it's not is Laser Choppers going to be legal on Fairboat Island?
I presume so, yeah.
Yeah, until it gets dangerous or something.
Yeah, until the president's husband dies or whatever, yeah.
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 Oh boy. Was killing Peak Ref 12 a mercy so he didn't have to see the end of Box Peak? I mean, yes, in retrospect, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's all about people. The way to make the ending feel more felt, the way to make the ending harder is to make a lot of sacrifices. To make everyone else care
Wow.
so much.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I just love seeing Bronze Fang. Like, what did I do any of this for?
Yeah.
When Jordy takes off the box border, it's so funny to me.
And so what does it mean that the Bronze Fang removed his mask?
He's in hiding.
He's in hiding
Yeah.
by not being in hiding?
Yeah, exactly. He was running from the observers. Didn't work.
No, it didn't.
Nobody gets away from the observers.
No.
No.
No. When do you think Jordy lost interest in Box Peak? I don't know. I think maybe CD was a little distant. Left him alone too much. And stopped being fun because it was the thing they did together. And then CD was all like, I have to go to the dentist. And, you know, maybe he picked up on the insincerity and like that he was being played.
Yeah. And there kept being these cool adventures, the water slide,
Yeah.
the heist.
Oh, the cave full of teenagers.
Yeah. And he's like, hey, instead of doing those fun things you want to do, we got to focus on Box Peak.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say like between episodes 9 and 10, something happened.
Yeah.
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 But sometimes people really just do stop liking a thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see what else. Is Kazomi's home dimension the post-apocalypse now? Yeah. I mean, it was already kind of post-apocalyptic with the giant creatures, and now it's just worse. How did Ian take this ending? I don't know.
I don't know. I think Ian likes it. I do remember Ian was like, hey, watch it, though. People are going to think that Jordy is you. I remember him saying that. And I do, I remember Jones loved it.
Yeah.
Just in the read-through, he was cackling the
Oh, yeah.
second Jordy said, I don't like Box Peak anymore.
Yeah.
He loved that.
Yeah. Yeah. Is Laser Choppers Star Wars?
No.
I don't think so either. I think it's helicopters with lasers.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So I was imagining like karate chops.
Oh, uh-huh.
But it's choppers now. It's helicopters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to
But
be.
like the blades are lasers.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
that's really cool.
dangerous.
That's really, really cool.
If Kazomi is going to be in every future thing, but isn't in Don't
Call Me Mama. I missed the rest of that
I missed
too.
it too. How do we go back?
We can't.
don't.
No, we don't touch
Someone
that thing.
agrees with me. I don't know about what, but I'm glad. I love how fast the comments are coming in. If you have a question that you really wanted me to answer, just ask it again.
That's the thing. That's the truth. Is you have to be annoying to get your question answered.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
Why did Jordy not say goodbye? He did.
His
Right?
parents came and got him before he could say goodbye.
He couldn't say goodbye to his friends.
And I think I've been there too, actually, where your parents are mad and they
Yeah.
just come and get you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish there was a letter. How about this?
Dear CD and Kazomi, you know, we had a good time. It was fun. I liked playing Box Peak with both of you. I wish you could come visit me on Fairboat Island, but I don't even know what hotel you're staying in right now.
Oh my God.
CD,
Who did he send it to?
I hope you and your mom really have a good connection over something that you both enjoy that isn't just a game. And Kazomi, when I get older, maybe we could go to a movie? All right then, bye.
I think that made me more sad. Because there's no way that letter is getting to CD or Kazomi.
No.
He wrote the letter to both of them.
Let me put this in a bottle. Seal it, and then.
Yeah. And then
All right.
that bottle definitely goes to Bonefield Islands.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
What's this? Yeah, Tukwe did follow Jordy home, and they are friends now, and that's what's really weird about it. It's like actually Jordy and Tukwe had a lot in common, and they do Mu Alpha Theta math team.
Sorry, what?
You weren't in Mu Alpha Theta?
No, never heard of it.
You weren't a mathlete?
I've heard of mathlete.
All right. Well, in Florida they have Mu Alpha Theta, and I was in it. I shouldn't have been though, because I brought the average down. I was okay at math. Let's just say that. Like I was as good at math as some people are at Box Peak, but not as good as Jordy. Yeah. But anyway, I bet that Jordy and Tukwe are in Mu Alpha Theta together.
There was one
What's-
episode that ended with a Tukwai scene, actually, where he came home to his friends, and they were so nice. They were like, hey, man, it's like, it kind of sucked that you left us, but it's really cool that you're here to hang out with us again. And he's like, yeah, it's good to be here. And they're like, okay, it's time for like pizza and Dungeons and Dragons. And in his mind, he's hating them because they're so normal. They're not as special as Jordy is.
Oh yeah.
So Tukwai's future was just him being so dissatisfied with his regular friends.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
Had
sad,
nothing to
too.
do with the rest of the series,
Yeah.
though. It was not worth it. Bad
There's
scene.
so many. There's.
Yeah.
I mean, really, that's the season 3. Season 3 could be not that this is happening, but it could be like all of the deleted scenes.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Jesse. I'm glad to see you in the chat. Let's see. Could we get PCREF 12 as a key ring? That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet. Or like, it would be so great to have them all as little enamel pins because they're so
No,
built
I
for
want
that.
Those, I want those super bad.
Yeah, maybe we should just make that happen. Amanda, did you know when you read for the show that it would become a huge phenomenon? Yeah, actually I did.
A huge phenomenon, chat? Are you being nice?
I think it is, honestly, I think it could be bigger than it is. I think that there could be more people with eyes on it, and I think people would love it. But no, I was like, no, this is freaking hilarious, and I talked about it a lot with a variety of people.
Do you know, I think that, I do think it'll live longer. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I do think it's going to, I don't think it stops
No.
there. You know what I mean? I do think it's a thing that's like still pretty cool a year from now.
Yeah, I think too there could be like another wave of promotion for that whenever, like in the spring or something. Like, hey, did
Watch
you
this
hear about-
old show?
Watch the whole thing.
Okay.
Here's the playlist.
That's, to me, that's a hard sell.
I don't know.
If I'm a stranger and I'm like, why would I watch this show that's already premiered, you know?
I don't know.
It takes, to me, it takes the recommendation. It's like, hey, dude, I know this sounds insane.
Yeah.
It's the Paper Puppet Show. Like, it takes somebody to look you in the eyes and say, this is good, I think.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it has some staying power.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll hope, chat.
Yeah. Are we gonna do fan art today? Yeah, we're gonna
Absolutely.
do fan art.
We'll do it at noon. We'll do the 1 hour of Q&A, and then we'll do it at noon.
Not really a question, but Kyle, if you were to kickstart a Box Peak Blu-ray with behind-the-scenes stuff in the Q&As, I'd be there on day one. See? That's what I'm talking about.
Tricky thing is the music rights. We have it for online. We can use all this music for anything online. I don't know how it works once we want to print it on Blu-ray and sell it, and so that's where it gets a little hairy.
What is CD's middle name? So it's Caleb?
It's Caleb. Do you want to decide? I haven't established it yet.
Let me sit with that for a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, I want it to be good.
Okay.
Like I want it to be like, so it's Romanesello, right?
Yes.
So they're Italianish.
I imagine in the world of Box Peak that like all ethnicities are just kind of gone.
Yeah.
It's this strange future, right? Where this weird, presumably like hybrid AI is controlling everything, or at least attempting to just keep things rolling. And you know, I think Romanesello is just a funny name at that point.
Cool.
It seems like much like a Pokemon series, just like the culture has just been just taken away from this world in a weird way. The culture is Box Peak.
The culture is Box Peak. It's the game.
It's so weird. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, do you know about the Disney? There's a Disney city in Florida called Celebration. Mm-hmm. It's like that.
It is like that.
Yeah. Everybody's saying Damiani, and I think I have to go with that.
Amanda, you realize that makes it canon. You have the power of making his middle name
Well, because I
canon.
was gonna go with Donatello, but you know, people are calling for Damiani, and how can I deny?
You have to deny chat some things. They ask for a lot of unreasonable things.
I won't.
Caleb?
Oh yeah, it's Denise. Caleb Denise. She named her son. Yeah, that's actually that.
I think she
that's
would.
It. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's
Yeah.
cool, actually.
She's like, I had to name your first name after my father, but your middle name is mine.
Yes.
Mine, Caleb.
Yeah. Caleb Denise from Monticello.
Yeah, and note that I said after my father, not after his father, because his father's out of the picture.
Yeah.
What if his father is Bronze Fang? That'd be crazy.
It's fun. I don't even think about his father. Maybe like it's like a Murphy Brown situation, right? Just like a strong, independent mom.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually,
Yeah.
Denise is pretty cool. It's interesting. Denise is so billed as like a villain in a way, but she's really not. No, she's really not. Did you learn anything about yourself making Box Peak?
You go, I'll eat a chicken nugget.
I learned that I like doing characters, but I already knew that. I guess it was fun to get to play so many characters and to sort of hear them next to each other and go, yeah, okay, that works. That's all right. It's just a nice little confidence booster for me, but I wouldn't say I learned a ton. But,
Sure.
But I'm sure you learned a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To me, it was a struggle to like make a thing for sure.
Yeah.
What did I learn about? I learned the stuff I'm not good at. You know what I mean? I learned the stuff I can do and the stuff I just can't do. And I don't know. Sometimes it's just as easy as Googling. Sometimes it's like, how do I make somebody sound like they're in a stadium?
Yeah.
Right? This is my problem that I didn't know would be a problem until this very moment. How do
Yeah.
you make that sound
What
like
did
that?
you end up doing, by the way? Because it worked.
It's you tinker with the reverb settings, and I forget which setting like you really have to jack up. But honestly, it's a lot of just like listening in this and then listening in this, and it's still not right.
Yeah.
It's still a thing where like an audio engineer would be like, haha, okay, and let me do this and this and this, and now it sounds like at a stadium, right? So even to get close, even to where it's like this kind of sounds like how I imagine it, that takes a lot.
It does.
Takes a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Were you ever the friend who lost interest in something and hurt your friends? Weren't we all?
Yes.
Haven't we all done that?
Absolutely. I've probably hurt many friends that way.
Yeah. I think that's something that you do particularly around 10, 11, 12.
My entire life.
Your entire life?
Yeah.
What's the thing that you're gonna like not like anymore that's gonna hurt me?
I don't know.
I couldn't keep it together. I had to laugh.
No. Because I don't know what we like at Jones. You're right. Yeah.
no.
We share Jones in common. Yeah.
You're just like, Amanda, I just don't like Brandon
I don't like him. I gotta say, You're great, but I don't like Jones.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm gonna have to really evaluate our friendship.
Just something about him really bugs me. I don't get it. Sorry, I saw one question asked a bunch of times.
Okay.
Which is, what is an observer?
Oh yeah.
They're like, the observers are like tools of the law.
Okay.
So the law just has the observers just kind of on the planet, making sure things are okay. Because here's the thing. In Pokemon, like, nobody's committing real crimes. Nobody's ever doing drugs. And you're like, why?
That you see.
Yeah. And to me, I just think that everything is so policed. Mm-hmm. Like, if you do a drug, if you try to inject a drug into your blood veins, an observer will come and capture you and take you to Bonefield Island.
So there's probably a lot of people on Bonefield Island.
Yeah, Bonefield Island's pretty huge. But also, you're scared. If you knew just like, if I push over someone, right? If I commit a crime that is not related to Box Peak,
Yeah.
that I'll be just on this island
So
forever.
this Box Peak dimension is also a dystopia.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
there's still happiness there. People are still
There's
living and
happiness
thriving.
in every dystopia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
this is just what the law chose.
Yeah.
Because that's, to me, what I see in a show like Pokemon. It's like, why aren't people gambling?
Right.
Why is nobody gambling in this world?
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
there's some rules. There's some rules to the society.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's happened to the economy of the 7 great islands now that Box Peak is dead? The economy tanks.
Mm-hmm.
The economy tanks. The 7 of 7 initiative, really, I mean, that does not end well.
Though I assume it just goes right back up with laser choppers.
Oh, yeah, sure.
It's like a month, and then just like laser choppers is rising. Mm-hmm. This game's fun, and yeah, just everybody goes nuts for laser choppers.
Did you feel
Hmm.
that the scary box was still scary with the googly eyes on it? Because I felt that it was still scary.
Oh no, I thought it was rather comical.
Yeah, I was actually still afraid of it in real life. But Jordy wasn't. He's braver than I am.
Yep.
The distraction system is very similar to 1984. Interesting.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. So get people not to think about the actual scenario they're in with the law and everything.
So the Bronze Fang is part of the Observers. No, the Bronze Fang was taken by the Observers. He's part of
The Fangs.
the Fangs. Yeah, okay.
And so, like, BPO, if they
Yeah.
need a box destroyed, they can't ask the observers to destroy a box, but they can hire Fangs to do it.
Where do the boxes come from?
The BPO manufactures the boxes.
Okay.
They're,
But
they're,
they cannot destroy the boxes.
No, you can never destroy double plastic completely.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a little comment on our environment, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Was the previous distraction Check Duff?
No. Great question, though. Like, Check Duff lingers. I love that idea.
Yeah. I mean, really only 14-year-olds still like Check Duff. It's a really niche market.
And Sean.
And Sean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate Check Duff.
Is there a time jump between the stadium and the t-shirt store?
I think a day.
Yeah.
I think it's like a day.
Was the previous distraction boat dogs? Boat dogs are just Fairboat Island. Just Fairboat Island.
No one else would care.
You can't get boat dogs anywhere else.
If you bring them to Let's Go Island, they would laugh at you and
Yeah.
not care.
Yeah,
They're
nobody
like, have you
cares.
seen Box Peak?
They're like, boats are silly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boxes are where it's at. Boats are silly. So the Fangs are like mercenaries then. Mm-hmm. Yeah. How long
Obviously,
has Box
they
Peak
don't
been the
kill.
distraction game?
So that's a really good question because the year is short. It's like
Yeah.
the year 202. I almost feel like every new game resets the year. So I
Oh,
feel like
okay.
Box Peak's been around for 202 years.
Oh, really?
yeah.
yeah.
That's what I feel like. I'm not sure. I'm not positive
Yeah.
about that. But that's my feeling.
Yeah.
So, like, laser choppers will start, and eventually people will love laser choppers so much that they decide to call the year, it's 2 years after laser choppers.
Yeah.
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 And they'll forget about Box
So
Peak entirely.
it's 2LC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2LC.
Yeah. Yeah. And the previous BP, that's just history.
I don't even remember it.
Are there museums?
There's a Box Peak Museum.
Yeah. So then.
Yeah.
But probably they'd bulldoze.
it.
They probably bulldoze that.
Yeah.
Yeah. When is Laser Choppers coming out? In the future. Never.
2024.
2024.
I'm painting every frame.
Do peak refs moderate other distraction games? No, they don't, do they? They don't. They all destroyed themselves. This is what Kyle did. It was all for nothing.
So I actually did one nice thing.
Okay. Did you free them?
In the script, all of the peak refs blew up the second Jordy says, I don't want to play box peak anymore.
Yeah.
In this episode, you actually just see it kind of like drift away behind the scenes. As if maybe they will be reused.
Was it was it peak ref 13 that was refereeing?
It was peak ref 60.
Oh. So what's going on with peak ref 13 now? Because he was all freaked out.
Shaken? Yeah. I mean, probably when the BPO runs out of money, they're probably all shut down and destroyed. But we at least have hope when we see peak ref 60 just kind of sift away.
Yeah.
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 So they didn't blow up. The good news is they didn't all blow up all at once.
Yeah. Did you worry about the reaction to this episode?
Big time.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Here, let me answer some questions so you can finish your nugget.
They're not fingers, they're just tenders.
What was your biggest surprise when you saw the episode? Or the episodes? I guess sometimes I interpreted the way the jokes were or the scenario a little bit differently, but
I'm really curious about what you mean.
like I didn't see your vision. I couldn't see it. So like every episode I saw, I was like, oh, that's how that worked. And there were things that you would tell me like, this is how I want this read. I think, and you'd be cracking up like, I really think this is funny. And I would just trust you. I'd just be like, cool. And so,
Okay.
I'm like, great. I'm glad I gave you some variety, and like, that's, what I hope is that I give you enough variety to make whatever you want to with the VO. And so then when I would see which, I always was fascinated by which take you used. There was something in a previous episode where I thought that was a really funny version of a line with the delivery, like the rhythm of it was a little bit, if I were going to like pick a line read, I would have probably picked one with a slightly different rhythm, but you went with this particular rhythm, and I was like, oh, this is because this rhythm actually fits with the show better than the quote-unquote perfect joke delivery rhythm.
Sure. Yeah. And basically who you're responding to changes things as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you're having like a conversation with Sean and he's setting this tone on his side, it has to kind of match that.
Right.
That stuff gets tricky too.
I bet that was really hard editing all of the VO together because none of us recorded together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was weird.
Yeah. Whoosh, look at all these. What was the last bit of work you did on episode 10 before you said finished?
I finished this like 4 o'clock this morning.
Mm-hmm. Did you say finished or did you just fall over?
No, because then I drove here. Mm-hmm. I drove here at like 6.
Oh boy.
Took a nap on this couch.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and then we streamed.
Huh.
So I haven't had that moment yet, to be honest with you. I haven't had that moment. It was weird. It was I've been nervous to feel finished this whole time. And so, yeah, I feel like once we go offline, I'm going to crash probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you deserve it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still got to record Fiasco Knots.
Right.
And then crash.
Yeah. I would offer to take your place, but Brandon and I are doing a child swap. Mm-hmm. It sounds weird. I'm just going to leave it at that. We're doing a child
little
swap.
child swap.
What happened to the, why did the law enforcement want a couple boxes?
The law? Why
Yeah.
they want a couple boxes?
I mean, I think it's because they wanted to play Box Peak.
It is.
Yeah.
Everyone loves Box Peak. Mm-hmm. That was like the one thing I tried to hammer in the first 3 episodes is everyone loves Box Peak. I think the line pops up twice. So yeah, the law loves Box Peak too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the law loves Box Peak.
Yeah.
Did you ever play Box Peak as a child?
Never.
No.
I actually think it'd be super unfun to play. I keep trying to tell everyone this who wants us to have like tournaments and stuff.
Yeah.
And like this, there's no way this game would actually be
When
fun
was
to
the
play.
last time you hid inside of a box?
I hide all the time, but there's these weird rules of like cooldowns and stuff.
Right, that
Like
makes it challenging.
making an actual competitive game out of it. Mm-mm.
Yeah. One time, I had a friend who was sad, and it's interesting. So I have 2 friends who are both named Jennifer.
One's
And-
sad and one isn't.
And and one was sad at the time, and so like we were like just like three friends, CD and Jordy and Kazumi is my point with that. But one of my friends and we said let's hide inside of a giant box that we like make like a present. And then we invited this other friend over, and we waited inside the box, and then surprised a friend by being inside of a box as a present.
Happy Jennifer or sad Jennifer?
We surprised sad Jennifer.
And was she happy?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a really cool
It
thing.
was a really good use of a box.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you be okay with someone making Box Peak abridged? What does that mean?
I think taking the clips and making like a YouTube, like just taking the whole series and like making a little, little beep, 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 beep. I think we're officially not allowed to encourage that because of like, you're like set a legal precedent that just says, go ahead, take our content.
Right.
So that's just ask Jones.
I would say that probably not. Did Jordy ever figure out that Mrs. Ramonacello was CD's mom? Mm-mm. Not even when she comes onto the field at the end? Is he just not
He
thinking
wouldn't
about
care.
it?
Yeah,
He just
I don't think he would care, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he cared.
But if he did figure it out, he'd go,
Yeah.
Oh, hi, CD's mom. Huh. Wonder what my mom's doing.
The first time he wondered
Yeah,
about his own
yeah,
parents, for sure. For sure, that would be it too.
what else? What else? Well, did Jordy's parents punish him for? Yes, he did. They grounded him and took away his boat dogs.
Yeah, he got grounded hard.
Yeah, for like a week. Have you seen the video of some guys playing Box Peak? Yes, I have seen that
Yeah,
video.
yeah, yeah.
It's
They
funny.
cheat. They have a weapon. They do shoot stuff at each other.
Yeah. Oh,
You can only shoot eyeballs at each other. You can't use actual weapons.
This a weapon?
no.
It's a really long pause before the
Yeah.
no, too, which I love. Jones was in chat saying that you can absolutely take all Easy Allies content and republish it on your own YouTube channels.
Oh, great.
Yeah, sure, Jones.
I mean,
Okay.
credit where credit's due, though. Mm-hmm. What sauce would Jordy use for his tenders?
Oh, Jordy likes honey mustard. Mm-hmm. And also, sometimes it's just good really plain and kind of cold, but mostly warm with, sometimes with mustard. Ketchup is good. Sometimes in a shake, you can dip them in your shake.
Oh,
But I have to say, Mama Thirstbees has better chicken tenders.
he does. You're so right. He absolutely would say that. Freezing
Would you
the Vic-
ever consider putting the scripts on Patreon?
I'm gonna do that tonight.
Ooh.
Yeah. I've been holding off, and what's super dumb is the reason I've been holding off is that the law is capitalized when Victor first mentions it. He's like, they think they're the law, and so you can't see the law capitalized until you've seen the end of episode 10. So yeah, I'll put up all 10 scripts up. A lot of the stuff is wrong. A lot of stuff is non-canon, except that we do know that CD's middle name is Denise. That is canon, but there's a lot of non-canon stuff in the scripts. But yeah, if you're interested, absolutely.
That's fun. I saw a couple questions that I want to answer. How do I minimize mouth noise when recording voiceover?
Oh, that's a great question. Good technical question. I'm in for this.
So if you're nervous, you're going to have more mouth noise. That's just sort of a given. Because
Really?
your mouth dries out, and it's a dry mouth that makes a lot of clicking and saliva sounds, which are really gross. So try to be hydrated, and then have a green apple with you in the booth. And when you're making a lot of, like, if you can really hear it, have a little bite of that green apple, and it helps to get rid of that noise. I don't know why. That apple juice also helps to do it. And just kind of cuts through the sounds.
I have a friend who does audiobooks who also recommended the apple.
Yeah,
The
the
green
apple-
apple in particular.
Yeah, green apple.
So weird.
I know. I don't know. It's lore. And then there's someone whose handle is Kazumi did nothing wrong.
Yeah, it's good.
And they were asking if it's okay for a child soldier to give up a life of killing to pursue something fun. And I think, of course, it is. I mean, Box Peak is really fun. And I don't like fighting robots.
Yeah.
When will the Japanese with subtitles be available?
That's a Bloodworth question.
Okay, cool. Is a closet a good enough booth for someone who is literally just starting voice acting on a budget? Yes, it's good enough
These
for
are fun
somebody.
questions. Heck yeah.
It's good enough for somebody who's not just starting. I have a lot of VO friends who record in their closets. Closet's a great place. It's full of clothing and soft things, and so it really works. Yeah.
I did also notice there's like a
Yeah.
We have a new microphone.
Yeah.
So in the pickups, there's like a spike in audio quality. What's the new microphone? What are we using right now?
Yeah, so actually I mentioned that, but I don't think that we were recording on this mic for the pickups, but there was one mic that we were using for this. And then after Milo was born, I realized that I wouldn't be able to record voiceover at my desk anymore because, I was just doing it because it was easy, because then I could go back and forth between editing and recording.
Sure.
But honestly, I'm so glad that I made this shift. I said, okay, I really have to move my mic into the booth, and so I have a better mic than what the Easy Allies mic was.
Yeah.
So we moved that. It's a Neumann.
It's a Neumann?
We moved that into the booth. So now the VO that you hear on the stuff is really nice sounding.
Tell me about a Neumann as compared to like this dumb thing.
I mean, I don't know.
How much is a Neumann?
Oh, you don't want to know.
I want to know.
It's a lot of credits.
Okay.
I think I spent over $1,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
It was worth it.
I booked jobs with that. So, I don't know the technical things behind it, why it might be better or not better. Mm-hmm. So, someone named Caitlin is calling me. Caitlin?
She's in your contacts if it says this is Caitlin.
I don't know who that would be.
But otherwise, it would just be a number. There's
Isn't
no
that
other
weird?
way. Yeah.
Huh.
Give her, if she calls a second time, it's something important.
Yeah, well, somebody called me earlier. I wonder if it was also Caitlin.
Do you want to check?
Let's find out.
I can do a couple questions.
Let's see here. Who's Caitlin?
Was That's My Boy, That's My Big Boy a Parappa reference? It was. That's in fact a Parappa the Rapper reference. Episode 10 surprisingly reference heavy. I try to sneak in references that work in case you don't even know, right? Like, That's My Boy, That's My Big Boy is just very funny.
Yeah, I know who this is, and it is important.
Okay, all right.
But I'll wait for the voicemail to come through and take a little second.
Okay.
Go address that.
Because we got like another hour of this still.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
That's fine. I won't leave.
Okay.
Can Love bloom in a box peak match?
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, that'd be nice. Ever thought about doing like a holiday episode, just like
Never.
something for Valentine's Day?
Never considered an additional episode, no.
Why did you name me Swing Swing? And seriously, how proud of you of Box Peak?
Swing Swing, because it's funny. How proud? 7 out of 10.
Oh, man. I'm like 11 out of 10 proud.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Can you put another person in your box for company? You could put a dragon in there.
Yeah, I wonder if you could.
I think it depends on the size of the box and the size of the people concerned.
Someone asked if Jordy noticed PeakRef 12 is missing. And I think that, like, you already saw what his reaction would be when in PeakRef 13 is like, under routine maintenance. And he's just like, oh, I hope it's okay. That was his response, never seeing PeakRef 12 again.
Do you think Jordy is just like a tiny bit of a sociopath? Just a small amount?
He's a child. Jordy's a child. I would never call a child a sociopath. He's a 12-year-old boy.
Fair enough.
But, yeah.
Oh, is it Daniel Bloodworth's birthday?
Well, happy birthday, Bloodworth.
Happy birthday, Bloodworth. That's nice. Will we get the Box Peak intro remix officially released?
I think maybe you should ask Phantom NK about that.
Okay.
Phantom NK made that remix and also the original theme, opening theme. And he's got his own like channel and everything. So that might be more a question for him. But yeah, we can get that up somewhere.
What was some of the world lore you established but didn't show?
Names of other islands. There's a Crocodile Island. Oh, actually, PeakRef 12 mentions the Crocodile Island. There's an island that was called like Mygold Island, where there's a King Mygold and Queen Mygold. Don't know what the deal with that was. And honestly, I don't think it matches. So that island never happened. Not too much. I feel like most of the stuff kind of found a way back into it. The original like reason Geordie's box was defective was that somebody died in his box.
Somebody died in, was it the Fairboat accident?
No, I
Death?
took that and made it the reason why Fairboat doesn't play Boxpeak anymore. So I took that one idea and just used it for
Oh, you
something
moved
else.
it. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So why is his box defective?
It just can't accept box mods.
Oh. Oh. Does he know that?
Yeah. That's why he tells CD
I
in like
forgot that.
episode 6, he's like, I don't need one. I don't need box mods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. And doesn't.
He doesn't.
No.
No, he just kept winning.
Yeah, except for, well, because the gorilla vomit's just a jar.
Yeah.
It's just an air jar.
Mm-hmm.
I do wish we had the hot, juicy cinnamon buns.
What do you mean? In real life?
Smell.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was at the mall the other day and there was a Cinnabon there and I was like, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I
Just
know.
just crack that open?
Yes, and just smell it.
Yeah. What's funny is, they only use it for Boxpeak.
Yeah. What's weird is there's no such thing as cinnamon buns in that world. There's just the smell of them.
Just the smell.
Yeah. If Kazumi appeared in another series, would she be made of paper or match the medium of the other dimension?
The second one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Will Kazumi introduce Boxpeak to other dimensions? No. She won't. It was her special thing.
Mm-hmm.
Her special secret thing she tried to tell her friend in the Power Ranger universe.
She did try to tell. I
and he
realized
wouldn't
that. Yeah.
listen. And she doesn't do things twice.
Let's do 3 more questions, and then we'll do.
Fan art?
Fan
Then I'll
art.
go listen to my voicemail.
Yes.
Okay.
What other art direction mediums did you consider for Boxpeak, or the mediums, or what mediums do you have available? So the medium was always first, honestly. The idea of doing paper puppets came before like anything, and so that's why we have paper boxes. That's why it's a show about a competition that's extremely dumb and simple. Is just because that was medium first, and so I would say never considered any other medium. I think it wouldn't work as well as like a 2D animated series because you're like, why are they just in boxes this whole time? Why aren't they fighting? Why don't they have like cool powers or something?
Yeah, I guess. I think that the medium is effective,
Mm-hmm.
but I think that the medium would also be accepted.
Oh, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Especially when I see some of the fan art. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, this
It
works.
looks cool, yeah.
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 Some of this stuff's pretty nuts.
Yeah.
You mentioned in a previous Q&A that you worked out a timeline in Boxpeak. Did the history include 400 plus other distractions? Yeah, I wrote out the other 400 distractions just in case I want to do prequel series.
All 400?
No. I did timeline for basically Boxpeak's creation to today is basically as far back as I went.
Did we answer where the dragon came from? The dragon is like a manifestation of her inner turmoil. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
she
she-
hated her family.
Yeah.
There was a scene where her dad was like, oh, well, it actually means a lot to us that you would go out and play for our family's name. And she's like, I'm not taking our name. She came up with Takia Chill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a pretty cool name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Favorite Boxpeak thing to draw?
Anguish.
Oh. You mean like when all of them are just sort of like, at the end?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
like Jico, like burning.
Oh,
Those were the last
man.
2 drawings I did. Yeah,
Oh
absolutely.
my gosh.
Yeah.
So Kyle burned Jico in our backyard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's practical effect.
Practical effect. Yeah.
Kazumi! By the end, how quick could you draw a character? Do you ever get faster at it?
Yeah, but I realized watching episode 10, some of the drawings are legitimately bad. Just like crooked eyes.
No.
Yeah. Like the Geordie who's confessing, his eyes are like burp.
Yeah.
And so I'd say I never got good at these drawings.
Oh, you're very hard on yourself, Mr. Bosman. As someone who has trouble finishing creative projects, what helped the most when it came to getting this done?
Great question. We'll make this the last question.
Okay, great.
Because we said we'd just do a few more. And Amanda, I'm curious if you wanted to hop in
yeah,
on
sure.
your perspective on this stuff
Yeah.
too. For me, for this project in particular, the pressure of the community helped more than anything.
Yeah.
It's super, super hard to have a creative idea that's just yours and make it.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's going to be bad, right? There's going to be bad parts about it. It's really easy to talk yourself out of it. And so in this case in particular, I just had to do it. And so that kind of, I mean, there's no way if there wasn't Easy Allies, I would have made this weird thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
And so like that's just, there's a certain gratefulness for Easy Allies, right? To have an outlet to like be able to make such a weird thing and just do all of it.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know. Yeah. It's a rare opportunity. You don't get something like that very often. Just like day-to-day motivation, though, it's so hard. It's just something, sometimes it's there and sometimes it's not. It just sucks. Because sometimes it'll be like, you just sit down at the desk and just start working, and I don't know why that just happened. It's weird for me. What's it like for you?
It's hard. I don't think it's really easy for any person to be continuously self-motivated.
Yeah.
If you are that person that's continuously self-motivated, I think you're an outlier and that's cool. But I think most of us need community of some kind, whether that be online or professional or friends or a writing partner or something. I've definitely written a few projects, but I've never made them into anything. And, you know, that's sort of like, okay, I got it to a point and then I didn't have whatever the X thing was.
You need some Easy Allies.
Yeah, to push it over. But now I have Ripley, which Jessica Lynn Verdi, who does a lot of stuff here now, she's in Ripley, and we made a group goal to make movies, and then we
Crowdfunded
did
it, too.
Yeah, we crowdfunded it, and
Yeah.
we made them. We've been submitting them to festivals, and now next year we're hoping to do more movies, and like that's something that's really incredible that I never really had that kind of partnership to get those things done.
Yeah.
But also as an actor, there's a lot of self-starting and like trying to like, you know, if you need a better agent or you need to figure out how to get the next job or whatever, or you need to work on your skills, there's a lot of self-starting there. And I have all kinds of like productivity tools that I use. I have like a weekly planning chart of like things that I can accomplish as far as goal setting. I write annual goals. Like I have, 6 month, 1 year, 3 year, 5 year goals.
And how often do you check in on those?
I do.
Nice.
And I always have my annual goals up on the wall behind my desk so I can look at them.
Nice.
And then what's really affirming is that sometimes even if I don't look at them, I've set them and then I can go back and go, oh, hey, I did that. Or sometimes I write something in that I didn't realize that I was going to do that year. And that's cool. But I also want to say that I think it's important to have both personal and professional, goals so that you're not just, I think if you stay in one mode, focused towards one thing only, there's a little bit of burnout that happens in my experience, where if I have a couple other goals, like let's say one of my goals for next year is going on a camping trip with Milo, which is one of my goals. That's a nice goal to have in tandem with I want to book X number of jobs.
Sure.
So that there's a little balance in my life.
I think that lack of balance has been a 2-year problem for me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's been a big problem for me.
This was a
honestly.
big
Yeah.
project.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that the understanding that balance too is always in flux.
Mm-hmm.
It's balance. It's not like, what is it? Like balance is an act. It's not. It's not a given.
Right.
It's an action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Balance is an action.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Put your goals behind your computer monitors, chat.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just someone was asking Brandon if one of the goals was have a baby, and it was.
Was it really?
Yeah.
That was a year goal?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Really cool.
So I always do them in January, and I was pregnant last November, so I put in my goals, make that baby.
Made that baby.
Make that baby.
Yeah, and you made it that
and
baby.
I made the baby.
Nice.
So then that meant that I was allowed to take the time to take care of myself physically, so that I, wouldn't just be like, well, this pregnancy isn't going to slow me down for my acting career. I was like, no, it should.
Yeah.
It should sometimes. It's a balance.
It's an action.
It's an action.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make that baby. Yeah. So, but yeah, no, I think, long story short, having a team.
Cool.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, a support system helps a lot. It's really, really hard to be individually motivated. You got to be Justin Timberlake or something.
He's not individually motivated.
To me, he seems like one of the top 10 most motivated people on this planet, and he doesn't really do that much, I guess. If you ask me, like, who is the icon of motivation, I'd be like Justin Timberlake, and you'd be like, why? I don't know.
You even know Justin Timberlake is so motivated. Nobody gives him credit. No, nobody. I think that's the myth, right? Is that we look at other people, we're like, oh, well, that person, they just have it. They just did it. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm sure to some people it looks like you just effortlessly made a cartoon show.
I doubt it looks like that to anybody.
Well, I think
They
you'd be
see my
surprised.
sunken eyes.
Jackie Chan. Yeah, Jackie Chan. No support system.
No friends.
Alone.
Jackie Chan, he's known for having no friends.
Everybody has support. Yeah.
Good question.
Yeah. Nickelodeon's going to call you.
Okay.
Apparently. That'll be great.
I'll pick up.
Yeah.
Is that Caitlin?
Could be. All right. Yeah, did Kyle give me anything from Box Peak Production to remember it by? Like anything?
So I got
Like a drawing?
So I have the boxes here.
No.
Amanda gets her pick. Amanda gets first pick.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm really excited about that.
Yep.
Oh.
But I obviously had to wait until everything is done, everything's locked in, and then
boy. I was saying to Brandon that would be nice.
Yeah. So yeah, you and Jones, and then I'll ask everybody in Easy Allies, like, is there any like character that you liked that you want?
Makes me a little. I might cry.
Hold on, you still have to call Caitlin.
Oh, thanks, Kyle.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks for letting me play Jordy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, we still got to do the live talks. We got to do our commentary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So I can't be like, thank you so much, because then we have to like come back and still
And then-
stream
and
much
then it's
more.
awkward.
So I'm saving my thanks.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Fine. Cool. All right. I'm gonna go check my voicemail.
Okay, and the art show begins. Do you want to see the first one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I won't be long.
Oh, I mean, like it's
Oh.
it's all so good.
Oh wow! Look at that.
Yeah. So
What if
cool.
Victor is actually CD's father?
I would not like that.
No, that'd be icky, right?
Yeah.
'Cause he's got his own kids.
That's the thing is he
And
had.
also, he cares more about Box Peak than anything else.
Yeah. I really like this. This pose.
Yeah.
Be gone, my peak refs. It's really good.
Yeah, I feel like the Peak refs are almost like a religion. Do you like Box Peak?
It's a good city.
So cool. All right. Okay, we'll be right back.
Okay.
BRB. Did you notice that the chicken McNuggets were still warm?
Yeah, I did notice that.
Yeah.
I made that observation. Yes.
Good. Good. They're not warm now, though.
They're not anymore. Chat, this one's like a card. It's like a lenticular card. Where you can see Ronar escaping from his crystal to the glory days of the Magna soldiers. Really good stuff. This one's really sad. You might have to turn up the contrast on your cell phones to see this one, chat. Because beneath Good Luck Jordy, you can see a crack between Peak Ref 12's eyes. It's like the final instant of existence for Peak Ref 12. Honestly, a little too sad for me. I don't need that kind of sadness. This one, this is chilling. These are all the deaths. These are all the deaths from Box Peak. I don't know who the people up top are. I wonder if these are the people who died just in the city, presumably, but they have like holes in their foreheads. This thing's gruesome. No deaths in the finale. Not a single one. Steph, this is sick. This is Kozomi with her gun that shoots googly eyes onto monsters. It's just extremely good. And I believe that is a Cheg Duff keychain attached to it. Really nice little detail. What about waiting for Amanda? I think she wanted us to keep going, so as not to just stall the stream. But we'll recap with her once she gets back. Do it for Box Peak. This is everyone's reflecting on their sacrifices for Box Peak. Ghost Peak Ref 12 is something I like. This is just great. Godzilla's in the background, but I just love the idea of the Reba Star battling Geordi's dino. That's a great drawing. Thank you. Box Peak is anime is just a great theme. You know what I mean? It's just right. Like CD in there, adjusting his wrist. John Christian Vinvic, excellent. Saw the finale coming. Except I think a lot of people expected to see more Tukwai. Tukwai's gone. The end of his story is that, that grandma made mean jokes about him. And that was the end. It's good. I don't know about this, Kazomi. Trust me. Counterpeak! So the path to justice here, living in an imaginary world where Kazomi introduced Box Peak to her dimension. Couldn't be. Could not be. Magna Soldiers, when you fight for your love, you'll always find yourself on the path of justice. I like Church's expression a lot there. That's really good. Bossman's Magna Soldiers. I assume that's like Saban. I think that's why Bossman's up there. I think it's like Saban's Power Rangers. Just pretty sweet. Just pretty sick art there. Let's make Magsol. It's Kazomi. Look at those lines in the pants. That's like a really good comic drawing, It's good. Really, really cool. Robotic Sigh. Huh? Jordy Defective A wins Box Peak World Tournament. Congratulations, Jordy. And then dissipates into nothingness. No, Jordy will obviously never win the Box Peak World Tournament because he doesn't care about Box Peak anymore. You can see he's wearing the CD is my best friend shirt. Not going to happen. No. No sweet little ending. Here we have a Gundam reference, and I always really appreciate these. The end of Box Peak sees this. It's actually a nice piece. Like, I love that. Really cool. This is our one and only disqualification tonight. This is obviously disqualified. I think Toby went ahead and self-disqualified there in the lower right-hand corner. So yeah, we won't even look at that for another second. No, thank you. Yeah, this is great. What's the deal with Tukwai? He really does just want to be surrounded by greatness. He really does. Man, that's a nice piece. Great expression. Yeah, like you're just crushing this. Yeah, love that, Kazomi. That's really, really good. This was really cool. I didn't realize this until I dragged it into the presentation that this is all pixel art. Yeah, you might have to come closer to your phone to see this one. But yeah, this is all pixel art. It's so cool. It's so cool. Yeah. I like that piece. Box Peak Season 2. The guy doesn't have a name. The lab assistant in the upper right-hand corner. Really like him a lot. What can I say? I'm very careful. Oh my God, look at this thing. This is what I wish Box Peak looked like. This is it right here. This is my fantasy. This is a fantasy become reality. We're going to watch this probably 5 more times. We're going to do 5 more loops, Chad. I can watch this all day. And yeah, this is what I was talking about with Amanda. It was sort of like, yeah, actually it could work if it's not Paper People. Like this looks so sick. Look at that. Look at that motion. Look at the drive in these characters' faces. Okay, that was 5. All right, that's just so good. Yes, we will absolutely bring Amanda back. She needs to see things like this. She needs to see the Box Peak version of herself. Absolutely. It did sound like that's an important phone call. She'll be back eventually, but yeah. We will have to show her these things for sure, because that's simply too good. A lot of you predicted what would happen in the final episode. Kaysen, age 10, nailed it. You all were wrong. Kaysen nailed it. I love that. Vex Shanu. Doing the full Shanu here. And I know the full Shanu is normally like something grotesque and disgusting. And you're like, this isn't immediately disgusting, but like look at Geordi's knees. Go ahead and look at those knobs hanging out beneath his shorts. That's just total Vex. You didn't have to make those knees. You didn't have to play it like that, but you did. It's a good piece. It's a great piece. This I like a lot. The depiction of the grandma making fun of Tukwai, who had made presents, and then Geordi on his butt laughing because the joke the grandma made is so funny. It's my favorite part of that. I do love the Chegg Duff sticker, that it's canon. Really cool stuff. Obviously, a lot of this stuff is never going to happen. Well, really just that one where CD is my best friend. Everything else kind of happened. It's just really nice little moments throughout the journey. It's pretty cool. Really, really cool, honestly. The high five with the peak ref in the upper right-hand corner. It's so nice. Box Peak friends forever. Yeah, see, so that was a prediction that did not come true. This is cool. 2 sides of Kozomi. This is the angle down on the side of the armor is pretty sick. So I had them have like this dumb white belt that I don't think most people like depicted with the Magna soldiers. That I think looks pretty sick. I think that might be the way to go. Cool piece. Oh, that's it. That's the whole art show. So obviously I can't start the commentary without Amanda. So,
I'm right here.
oh, she's right here. She's very, very nearby.
Hi. I missed the whole art show?
Yeah, do you want to do a lightning round of the art show?
Yeah.
Because some of this stuff is just, it's too good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you saw that
Yes,
one.
I saw that one. That was cool. Oh, neat.
Yeah, that one's really cool.
How fun.
This one's just sad.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
Good
this
luck,
one is.
Geordi.
Yeah, that's Peak Ref 12's final moment of thought.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
These are all the deaths. These are all the Box Peak deaths.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. It's a little brutal. This one I love.
Yeah.
Little
beautiful.
Chegg Duff keychain.
Yeah, beautiful.
Do it for Box Peak. Everyone living with their sacrifices.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
This one's just excellent.
Oh, I
Fighting
love
the,
it.
Yeah,
Good
fighting
job,
that 40
Lennon.
Geordi's dino. So sick. Anime style.
Very cool.
Now on Netflix.
Yeah, very cool. I like that. Now on Netflix. Yeah, here we go.
Journey
Leaving
toward-
fire in our path.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fire does mean something.
Yeah, well, I think
I think it's the fire that Kozomi's running away
I
from.
think so too.
This one's kind of cool. This is a scenario in which Kozomi brought Box Peak to her dimension.
Rar? Counterbeak.
Counterbeak. Really cool.
Oh yeah.
You just gotta hang that
It's a
poster.
good line. When you fight for your love, you'll always find yourself on the path of justice.
It's funny. I think it's intentionally dumb. When you fight for your love, you'll always find yourself on the path of justice.
I mean, I guess if you think about it,
Yeah.
it doesn't make a lot of sense.
Right. But it's like in a dumb way, it inspired her to just go chase Box Peak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Isn't that cool?
That's so cool. That'd be cool to put that on a laptop. like as a laptop.
That would be a cool thing to put
Wrap.
on a laptop.
Yeah. Aw.
Look how cool the pants lines are.
Yeah. Really
Pretty-
nice.
Pretty sick.
Really, really cool.
This is an alternate ending.
Oh. Oh no, and then he destructs anyway?
Yeah, well, I think that's like a PCraft 12 ghost.
Oh, I see.
It's like a force
I
ghost
see.
who finally found peace.
Those little confetti pieces of P-Craft. Heartbreaking. Did you draw P-Craft and then confetti it, or did you just clip up little...
That was the main PCraft 12 model that I cut into tiny pieces.
Wow.
Yep. There's actually a different PCraft 12 in episode 1, so there is one surviving PCraft 12. But yeah, the main PCraft 12 is gone.
Wow.
Yeah. Though honestly, I did keep the remains of PCraft 12. Isn't that cool?
Where's CD? CD
is definitely dead in this scenario.
Yeah.
You got to know Gundam to appreciate this.
Oh, okay. I see.
This is. I don't want to even look at that one again. It's disgusting.
Oh, how funny.
This I like a lot.
Yeah. Captures the spirit. Yes.
How good is that one?
So cool.
Isn't that cool? It's just her expression.
Where are all these pieces? Where can we see them again?
This is funny because Jones asked me for the same things when we do Pokemon streams. I can send you the. I got a folder full of all of these.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did a thing last round where I put all the art on my Instagram and just gave a shout out to anybody who had an Instagram account.
So what is your Instagram account?
Yeah, so actually, yeah, if you want to DM me some art and want a shout out on my Instagram in a little like Box Peak celebration post, you can do so at Amanda_Troop, which is the same on Twitter and on Instagram.
Cool.
Yeah, and I'll tag you and stuff.
Sweet.
Yeah, but it's optional.
This one's really cool. It's hard to tell from this distance. It's all pixel art. Yeah, it's really, really sweet.
That's cool.
Tukwai, man. He's just drooling.
But see, there's another example of another medium that this would really work in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait till you see, though. Wait till you see medium this could work in. Look how sick this is. In fact, let's blow this thing up. We're gonna lose some resolution, but I mean, look at this, chat. Doesn't it like? Isn't that so cool?
It's so great.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that.
This I want to see. I want to see the show. And when you said like I think it could work in a different medium, I actually
Yeah.
thought of this GIF. I was like,
Yeah.
you know what? It could.
It could.
They don't have to be paper people.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Love that.
So cool.
Look at this.
Oh.
Isn't that cool?
Oh, that's so sweet. That's adorable.
Yeah. At this point, we were like, we have to go through everything again when Amanda comes back.
Oh.
You can't not see this.
I can't believe I missed so many things. Is this the lightning round? It seems.
This is the lightning round.
It seems like it's not very fast.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah.
a good pace.
Cool. I'm glad you think
I'm
that.
enjoying this.
I love this because Kaysen is the only one who made an accurate prediction of what happens in episode 10.
Yeah, Jordy wins.
Jordy wins.
Yeah. Awesome.
This is Vex Shanu.
Whoa.
Now, please understand, Vex Shanu always makes things that make you repulsed.
Yeah.
Giving you the heebie-jeebies is kind of Vex Shanu's thing.
Yeah.
So that's why Jordy's knees are like that.
Nah. Yeah, no. It's the sock knee combo that's really doing it. It's really interesting.
And the limpy
Yeah.
PCraft 12, it's just not right.
Yeah.
You're doing that on purpose. You're giving me the heebie-jeebies on purpose.
How sweet.
Yeah, this one's very, very sweet.
Oh. Oops, I didn't know the most. Huh. Chicken tenders.
It's so cool. Bunch of Tukwai.
Oh, yeah.
The duality of Kozomi.
Yeah.
And then that is actually it.
Ah,
That's all the pieces.
loved it.
Yeah.
That's so great. That's great.
Thank you, everybody who sent
Yeah,
those
thank
in.
you.
Really, really appreciate it. Those are super, super fun. Yeah, it's nice to have that season 2 finale and then, do that thing.
Yeah, very cool.
Do you want to do commentary tracks now?
Yeah.
Okay. We're
Yeah.
doing it. So we're gonna watch every episode of season 2. We're gonna do a live
Well, I
commentary.
thought we were doing all the episodes.
Oh no, we've already did the 1
I
through
guess
5.
we did that. That wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Well, I was prepared.
Oh, okay. That would
But
be
no, let's
that'd be like
start,
2
let's
hours.
start with season 2.
Yeah, we're starting with episode 6.
Okay.
Let
Yeah,
me
because
get-
we do have to trade off at some point.
Yeah, with Jonesy, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Do we need to do anything?
So I'm gonna turn the audio down to this level, hoping
Okay.
that's not too loud. And so I hope for you.
Are we on screen still?
We're not on screen still.
Nice.
Do you
but
want to
they
be on
can
screen
hear us.
still?
Not really.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like normal thing for commentary tracks is you don't see the people.
Sometimes you do.
Oh, okay.
I was watching the commentary with for the Goonies, and Sean Astin leaves after like 20 minutes.
Oh. Doesn't hold up to him either, I guess.
I think they did.
Doesn't
I
hold
think that
up.
they did it when they were filming Lord of the Rings,
like-
and he was like, "You know what?
I gotta go.
I gotta go. Corey Feldman, you take it from here. I'm good with you.
Wow.
I'm done on that." That's what I made up the story behind it, but I really feel like he was like, I can't hang out with Corey Feldman.
Really?
You know?
What was Corey Feldman annoying during the commentary?
I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe to Sean Astin he was.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, I can't claim to know more than what is there.
I
for
like that
anyone to view.
we're a radio show right now.
Yeah.
This
that'd
is fun.
be great.
Yeah,
right?
this is just a little radio
This is
show we're
just
putting
a
on right now.
Kyle and Amanda radio show. You're listening to
Easy Allies.
from NPR.
Go ahead and subscribe.
Yeah.
Okay, let me turn down audio on our end a little bit too.
Sub.
Okay, so there's going to be an awkward period of getting audio levels correct, everybody. We realize this, but we're going to do our best. So, episode 6.
Episode 6.
The first time we read through episode 6, your first exposure to
I am
episode
Javier
6,
Chief
I feel like I
Engineer
had to
of the
prepare
Progress
you.
Program.
I feel like I had to say,
am
all right,
General
things are about to
Responsible
get weird.
for the fire.
Here's this episode.
Because
Yeah.
of a recent incident.
'Cause this is a weird
Progress
episode.
12
Yeah,
arrived in
and it
primary
also doesn't
62
feature
seconds late. I've
The
been asked to
characters
make an unorthodox
as the
modification
lead of the
each
episode
Know
that we've been
this.
used to seeing
You
every
are
episode.
incredibly
Yeah, I mean,
special.
Jordy's got, I think, like
Because
3
much of
lines in
your
this whole
technology
episode.
is forbidden from
Barely
public
ever
access.
talks.
Each of you are considered highly valuable.
It sucked
targets
so
of
much to make
pirates
this
and
one dumb shot,
thieves.
Amanda.
That is the reason for your newly installed
Why did you,
self-destruct mechanism.
Oh yeah.
I
So
need
question.
to
Yeah.
Did you line them all up?
If you are
Or
ever
was
captured,
why
if
didn't
there
you just
is
make a
ever
drawing
no chance for your
with a
escape,
perspective
if you ever find
for
yourself
like because
in
you
a
have all the
zero
ones in the front?
scenario,
Why didn't you make all the other
you
ones
must
not?
I think I wanted to impress people.
Uh huh.
I think I wanted people to feel that there are that many peak refs.
Wonderful.
It was effective.
Now get
Yeah.
up there and ref some box peak.
I think that was like an important part of that, is that like tangibility. I think that Box Peak has a tangibility to it that I
Yeah.
really like.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I always if possible, I want to burn somebody for real instead of like
Yeah.
After Effects fire.
Right.
You know?
And since they are paper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like my only advantage, because I can't have moving mouths, I can't have blinking eyes, and so my only advantage is, hey, these things exist in real life.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I guess
And
that's
so
why
you
I
wanted
wanted
them
to
to
do it.
be physically there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of cutting and drawing.
Yeah, it was. I was doing it over Christmas break last year, drawing the peak refs
Oh my gosh. So your sister reached out to me
for stickers.
for stickers.
Yeah. Yeah,
So I'm just thinking about, were you working on that with family?
around. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was sick last Christmas anyway, so it wasn't
Ugh.
a huge deal. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Prying eyes.
I really like doing all your titles.
Accept your challenge.
You gave 3 good reads for every single title.
It was my goal to do so.
Yeah. Because you'd be like, prying eyes! Yeah. Prying eyes! Yeah, you give like 3 really good ones. It's hard to choose sometimes.
I'm so glad.
Box mods.
That's the goal.
World without 'em.
Will this song ever not roll? No, it will always roll. Kyle, did you number every bot?
Yeah, they'll have a number on their foreheads.
That makes sense.
Peak Ref 60 in the final episode is just one of those.
Oh, yeah, as it should be, right?
I can see every move you
Funny fact,
right through your
when I was thinking about
No
how to
fair.
defeat X-ray glasses,
And the best
one of
part,
my
you
ideas
look
is an
around,
X-ray mirror that I wish I did. Just this idea of a mirror that just reflects X-rays.
Here's F12.
But it didn't make sense for Jordy to just have that.
Right.
So yeah, he doesn't have that, unfortunately.
No. Jordy just has a lot of cunning and can-do attitude. Well, I wouldn't even say cunning. He's got just luck, lots of luck.
When he tips over his box, I think he's smart.
Yeah, that's
When
smart.
he beats the robot arm, I think he's smart.
He's clever.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. You're real peak ref, all right. You ask questions.
How well do you know
as if you
Sean?
think.
Sean Clinton.
You're 300 feet below ground.
I know
None
him.
of your tracking mechanisms.
He is
will
a friend.
function.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's Jones's personal trainer.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And
Well, I know
you
that.
can
Yeah.
disassemble machines,
Obviously. But
old
friend
and new.
also.
You, my
Yeah.
I
friend,
think it's really awesome that
have
he
some
did the
very
voiceover for
valuable
this.
And
he
he
did
was
a great job.
so down for it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, little one. There's no way out of
And
this.
to me, yeah, this is like, to me, the first really out there scene. And so I wanted a voice that people would not recognize immediately and feel a little uncomfortable with.
Yeah.
Don't make this difficult. I know inside you're just math. You're running algorithms. So look around you. You can either willingly hemp
People
your
ask
way
like stuff I'm proud of. I love the cables that are
Oh.
hanging from the top of the ceiling over
There's
there.
nothing else.
Your transitions are always so good when you do the little shimmy and then like how you had the saw come in like that. That's
Sure.
very impressive. I'm sure you learned things each time that helped you do the animations a little bit more efficiently too. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. I've got between
I just
2
wanna watch
and
the
4
show.
minutes
Yeah.
before he realizes that was just my
You know what was super hard was that little box.
my stabilizer.
Oh yeah, that pops
It was
up.
so hard to make that thing. Yeah, because it's so
Oh, this
tiny.
was so funny.
Yeah, that was really fun to animate actually. That's one of like the best animations in the whole series.
When he pops off of, or when they pop off of the,
Yeah.
yeah,
The stabilizers.
the stabilizers.
Place gives me the creeps.
So that little emblem, is that an emblem of the, like, what's that fire emblem on his shirt mean?
Hey, Doc.
You know what? Just a thing.
Oh, it's like a brand.
Yeah.
Have you been inspired to change the way that you wear clothing based on your drawings?
Is that a question from you or from chat?
It's from me.
No, I just will always wear hoodies.
This is brutal. That is horrifying.
The
When
way.
he smashes in the guy's face.
Remember I told you like anguish is the most fun thing to draw?
Yeah.
Those faces were so fun.
Yeah.
I got it again.
So originally this starts with like as it's written in the script, it's PeakRef 12 in a bag. And
Oh, I
like I
see.
tried actually to make this effect like he's in a bag, and it just wasn't working. It wasn't looking right. So it's kind of nice just to bookend the episode with blackness.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah. And it also is sort of a call ahead to the black and white dream sequence in a weird way.
sure.
Yeah.
Though I have to say at this point I still had no idea what I was going to do with the black and white dream sequence.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It took me a long time to figure out what I was
bet.
going to do with that.
It's very clever.
I never thought that.
Get him out of here. Come on, Graf.
Are we going to release a soundtrack? There's Spotify.
There.
Yeah, someone had a Spotify
It is
playlist
new.
in chat.
You gave us quite a scare today. We're lucky the observers were willing to find you.
I love that
PeakRef 12.
there's like almost
This
a
goes against protocol, but I feel
yogi
it
kind of a
necessary.
vibe,
I'm going to
like
ask you
spiritual
some questions. Was your
person.
Oh, with this guy?
self-destruct
Yeah.
mechanism
Heck yeah.
functional?
Might be the necklace.
You are specific.
But I mean, it's
And the
Ian's read
hair,
too,
but
right?
the reed. I
Yeah,
think it's
yeah,
the
yeah.
reed. Yeah.
Scenario. Why didn't you self-destruct?
I did not detect a zero hope scenario.
Do you enjoy Box Peak?
No,
Did you just hesitate?
I did not.
You did.
Enjoyment is an absurd behavior.
I have little patches of dialogue in my notebooks. That exchange right there was one of the earlier ones.
Thank you,
Oh,
PeakRef 12.
Do you enjoy
Free to
Box
charge with
Peak?
the fleet.
Did you just hesitate?
Please, be careful out there.
Of course.
See, this is why it's a dystopia. These poor sentient robots.
Something bad definitely happened with AI in the past,
Were you
in the
Yeah.
distant
Marie
past.
Jordy defective
But
today?
so maybe these
How did he
robots
do?
were other
You
robots
have
that have been
access
wiped
to
and
the
wiped
same
and wiped
records
and
that
wiped
I-
and
No. I
you
mean,
know
Yeah,
maybe they
'cause-
have ancient personalities that are way deep hidden in their code.
Yeah, and I love the implication of Dr. Scrapper saying I'm paid to disassemble machines old and new. It's like, what old machines are you disassembling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
baited his opponent into peaking and achieved a complete peak during his opponent's peak retreat cooldown. Nice.
Nice.
PeakRef 12? Do you enjoy Box Peak? Yes.
Great. Was that hard to do?
Super hard.
Yeah.
That's the best take, and it's really bad. You know what I mean? It's still really wobbly. It's still not even. It's not going down at one steady pace.
Yeah.
And that was the best take.
Yeah.
This song I had picked for a really long time. It's the Peakraft 12 song.
How did you find all the songs?
Epidemic Sound is a really, really good website, and I spent hours and hours and hours just going through it.
Did you do searches by keyword? Or did you just go down a list in a style?
Sometimes keywords, sometimes go through albums. Mm-hmm. You look just for like electric pop.
Electric pop.
And you're like, oh, okay.
Exile. He's got an Exile helmet on. I never saw that before.
I will be a king.
The confidence with which he drops.
I have no idea what he just said.
I love that too. I like that you left the wires and things,
Sure, yeah.
because why not?
Why not?
And also, how much work? That would be terrible work, wouldn't it? To take out that wire.
I don't think it'd be horrible work.
Oh, really?
But I think it gives you a little lenience. I'm allowed sloppiness in other places. I'm asking you to like meet me halfway here when I show you a wire, I think.
Yeah.
And so I think it makes other things work better. Like
Yeah.
when we do the flipping animations, like when it's just like, oh, well, obviously that's two different drawings, but you're on board
Yeah.
at a certain point.
Yeah, yeah.
So that was episode 6. That was the Peakraft 12 episode.
That was one of the Peakraft 12 episodes.
Right. I think most people would presume, okay, now we're going to see Jordy's adventure for the rest of the series.
Right, and no.
No.
And the comments of when are we going to see a box peak match were like they got funnier and funnier, just as far as like knowing that
Yes.
we weren't.
Yeah. And like,
Sorry, I
oh,
didn't
buddy,
mean to yell that, but
you're going to have a bad time, buddy.
you're not going to get to see any box peak this season.
I'd argue you in the last episode we got some box peek.
Yeah.
Not the box
Dude,
peek
that's
you
a
want, though.
huge thing of chicken tenders.
They give
By the
to
way,
me
this
for
thing,
free.
that tray,
Why?
Jordy
Well,
holding
the
a
lady
tray
said
was
she
super
told me
hard to
there
make,
was
too.
fries
Oh,
in
interesting.
Country City a couple days
You just
ago.
kind of hope it all
I guess
kind
it
of
must have
assembles
been
with
a fan.
itself.
Jordy, I'm a little worried you're getting too big too fast. We can't let all this early success get to your head.
What do you mean?
Today, we're gonna play Street Box Peak. No box porters, no peak refs, no points.
I like that read,
Just
Kyle.
cardboard
No.
and raw skills.
That's a fun sound.
That's what kids sound like, right?
Yeah.
Tell me, wanna come?
I have to go comb my hair in the bathroom.
I like that she just pushes him out of the booth.
Dude, Jordy. Jordy,
What?
give me some of Kazomi's fries.
Okay.
I almost brought fries, and then I thought, you know what?
Those would have
Enough.
gotten real cold, too.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? So you still have some tenders, yeah? You don't have to eat
I'm
them.
good. I've had my fill.
You've had some.
Yeah.
Your celebratory tenders.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm at too.
I'm not positive okay is in the script. I think that may be your addition, which I love to death. I think it might just give me some of Kazomi's fries cut to box peak, but yeah, just that okay makes it so much funnier to me.
I always added stuff to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I always tried to give you like one take where I didn't. But
Yeah, of course.
it was too much fun. It
Yeah.
was too much fun to riff on it. And it was fun to explore more of like what Jordy's personality was through those improvs.
Whoa. This must be it. Street Box Peak.
Yeah, these guys are no joke.
Look at that kid. I've never seen anyone do that before.
Hey, where's Kazomi?
It's one of the funniest shots of the show to me.
The bathroom.
I've never seen anyone do that
Feel
before. It's just some
sometimes
box
she's
flipping.
ditching us to go do something else.
Yeah, but I'm sure it's gotta be something important.
What's more important than Box Peak?
Beats me. Hey, I got next.
Jeez Louise, that monster's really doing some serious damage.
Vivava,
Yay.
where is she?
Approaching now.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Docking in now.
This stuff was so hard.
It looks hard. How did you do the background animation?
So DJ
About
Hero
time,
is
Kazomi.
a video
We've been
game
standing here
where
for
you
like
have a
10
little
minutes.
turntable,
Time for squabble.
and so it has just a
Let's push
turntable
this
that'll
guy.
spin
Talk it out
forever at a
later.
really smooth pace.
Uh-huh.
So I made a long strip of paper with markers, colored it with markers, and taped it, and then yeah, just spun it on top of a record turntable basically.
Whoa.
Yeah. a video game turntable.
Wow. So that's a practical effect.
That's a practical effect, yeah.
Well done, Magnus soldiers. You saved
blood
Pixel
is
City
perfect.
once again.
Yeah.
Thanks, Vavava.
Well done. That dolphin monster wrecked 2 whole apartment towers before Kazomi showed up.
It's a good thing the city was evacuated.
Was it? Was it? You think it was? You
So,
think the
like,
whole city
picking
was
roles for
completely
myself,
evacuated in
I
2
really,
minutes?
really wanted to be this guy.
Oh, sure, it's me.
To me, he's easily the most unlikable character in the entire series.
I sense you are distressed.
But he has a point.
Please explain what's bothering you.
He has a point, but he's just awful about
He's
it.
whiny.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great powers. Loza can convert anything she eats into wind. Church can see behind him. I can change the color of the sky. Kazomi gets to travel to other dimensions whenever she wants.
I bestowed upon you the powers that best matched your personalities.
But why does she also get to be the Reba Star's head and right arm?
I performed the best in
That one's
Vava's
actually a
initial
pickup
tests.
because I had to redraw the Reba Star as opposed to how I imagined it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Kazomi is still the best Reba
Huh,
Star player
why?
in the room.
It was like right shoulder. The Reba Star's head and right shoulder. And
It was hard just to do it a shoulder.
Exactly, yeah. And it had to be
Yeah.
made of 4
Whatever
parts.
She wants with no repercussions. We're all cool with this? Cool. No, I'm cool. Cool.
He's still creeping around back there.
Shut up, Church.
I love Kazomi's room.
So I asked my friend what a 14-year-old girl would have in her room. for the-
Keyboard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't.
She's 14.
Yeah.
We have a responsibility.
It's a big 2 years, isn't it?
Stupid expression.
I noticed that.
Hate this guy.
Your actions were selfish.
Selfish? We're a bunch of 14-year-olds
Oh, there
killing
it
these
is.
endless giant
That's
monsters.
and that was a
I'm
pickup
still
too.
here.
I was like, I never actually said how old they are.
I know there's eventually
And I
going
think
to
she's
be a day
16
when
in
our
the
stupid
script
powers
even.
won't be enough.
It's like
And
Kazomi
we'll end up like
16 in
grown-ups.
parentheses, right? It's like
Or
that was like
worse.
too old.
But Chico, I'd
I mean,
never leave
14
the
is
team.
is not too old to be with 12-year-olds, but it's just like on the edge.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy
Yeah.
dimensions
16
all
is
day.
It's not
a
all
little
day,
weird.
and
Yeah.
it's one dimension.
I figured it was one dimension you like. What do you see out there? Other boys?
No, I mean there are boys there, but not like
I love
that.
that line.
What?
Like, they're boys.
Can you
Like,
even speak
they're
their
boys.
language?
Yeah, I love
Mostly,
that. Read
yeah.
too.
Oh, they
but-
must be some heroes, huh? I was saving thousands of
Stop.
lives.
I don't go for them. It's. It sounds so stupid. But there's this game.
Look,
and what
she
you do
lights
is
up.
you
She
sit in a
smiles for the
box.
first time.
Yeah.
Lie. I don't deserve that. Here's what I know. Ron used to say, when you fight,
She was about to just
your
tell him
love,
something she's so
you'll always
passionate
find
about,
yourself
and he's
on
just
the path
lecturing
of
her, you know?
justice.
It wasn't weird to read as Kazomi having a good grasp of language. It was fun to translate her quiet and deadpan delivery into a sort of more heroic superhero type read
Stage
to make
three
it work.
complete.
Like that's
Kazomi,
just,
we're ready for you to dock in.
you know, she has her emotions in check.
Kazomi, we're ready for you to dock in.
Come on, Kazomi.
So it was nice. It was nice that it played well. That
She
it
left her
fed into that.
communicator here at the base. She isn't with you?
It was sort of a happy accident that the two things kind of went together because I didn't know that when I started the characterization.
Oh, very true. Yeah, yeah.
Here. Loza, can we still summon the Magnusword?
I think it is the only time she smiles in the whole series.
Kazomi.
When they're doing cookies and cream singing, she'll be
Oh, yeah,
smiling
that's
there.
right.
And she smiles when Jordy wins in episode 10 too.
Oh.
Oh my god.
That's brutal.
Hey guys.
Hey, Kazumi!
We just played some unbelievable street box peak matches.
It's so smoke.
Oh, I'm sorry I missed those.
Sure she is.
They just don't appreciate her. At least CD doesn't.
No.
Sure she is. It's just-
Well, because there's always that competition between them to be Jordy's best friend.
yeah, true.
CD, hey, CD.
And the hair being sort of like Jordy's hair.
Irvin.
I actually
Thurvin.
I actually looked at Digimon character's hair for this guy's hair.
Perfect.
Like he could have potentially been a protagonist of his own story.
For the day.
Yeah, he looks like a protagonist. Like
Honestly, I'm still pretty
the
bad.
sort of
Haven't got much better since we
stereotypical
stopped hanging
vibe
out, but
Yeah.
I gotta
with
admit,
that
I
look,
think I'm
yeah.
pretty good for a kid from Fairboat
We
Island.
gotta go, bud.
Where did the name
Have fun
Thurvin
tonight,
come
okay?
from?
I think it's
Nice
almost
seeing you,
lame.
CD.
It's like a dorky. Like you can see why he got dropped.
Yeah,
You can
Jordy
see why he
seemed
didn't
nice.
work out.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you just made
You
up
never
Thurvin.
told us
Yep.
you had another friend from Fairboat.
I guess I just forgot about that stupid guy.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's just Jordy accepting things and moving on. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He'll believe that for the rest of his life.
If we had a philosophy of how to live life like Jordy, it would just be to take people at their word and to live in the moment
And chicken tenders.
and eat some chicken tenders
when
and get the large size.
Always get the large side. Don't get the 6-piece. One of my proudest puppeteering moments was the step back Thurvin takes when he's like, "Hey, we gotta go, bud." He like takes a tiny little step back, and like that hits me. It's like, oh, look at that little puppet. He really is sad. Episode 8.
Finally.
It's like the Emerald City.
It's just the Emerald City. I realized that I hadn't shown a city exterior since the first episode, so I was like, I gotta do something.
Yeah.
Definitely Bon Patch Off. You can usually
Hi.
find spinning gum into shopping bags from the top of the mall.
Got it. Thanks.
Hold on. Are you Jordy from Fairboat Island?
Yeah, that's me.
Let me warn you about this guy then. We all hate him. Bomb Bomb's dad owns the air conditioning company. He's super rich and has like 100 crazy tricks.
Cool. Kazumi, CD, you want to go there now?
Actually, I got dentist here.
Okay. Good luck, CD.
Yeah, you too, dude. Have fun.
We know she loves box speak.
Yeah.
That's just the best way she can communicate it.
Yeah.
It's like, all right. She's down.
With CD out of the picture, this is the perfect opportunity.
I love that
to become
this
Jordy's
plot line
friend.
is totally resolved off camera.
Yeah.
That's it. Still love that. Determined. Oh, the mouse. Is the mouse visible for
Only
the
for us.
viewers?
That's only
Oh,
visible for us.
phew.
But it is worth moving.
A peek on Milo. We want to peek at Milo. Sometimes Milo peeks on Cup of Jones.
Really?
Yeah, every
Cool.
once in a while.
So I realized there's a piece of paper that I reused. I wouldn't even call it paper. It's the metallic bronze thing you see the first time you see the words box peak. I used that in episode 10 for when the dragon is thinking.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, we'll see it again. I'll make that
Nice.
clear. Jonesy, we don't have the cam on, dude. We can't. Hold on,
just
hold
put
on.
him here.
Hold on, hold on, hold on,
Hi,
hold
love.
on, hold on.
Hi, lover.
Jones is so happy right now too.
Milo, you're streaming live on Twitch. Here, let's take him out of this thing. Do you want to take him out?
Yeah, I'll take. Well, whatever you want to
Okay.
do. I don't want to bother y'all. I'm just
No, I'm gonna take him.
here with the baby.
Oh my gosh.
Do you know how weird that is to be like just live on
Hello.
Twitch right now
Hi, love.
as a baby? And he's just so chilled out.
Is it raining?
Put coins in the meter. I'll be right back.
Okay, Jones is gonna put coins in the meter.
I don't think it's raining. Come here, Miles. Oh, it's a very odd angle for mommy. We're gonna take you out.
Okay, you want me to take this thing?
Sure.
Cool.
Look, he's my size already. All right, Milo. Time to do some voiceover. That's Kyle.
Milo's got a lot of hair already, huh?
He had more, but it
You
falls
did.
out.
You did. Oh, okay.
Yeah, baby's hair falls out, and so does mommy's hair. All of our hair keeps falling out.
Okay.
And then it grows back in. That's life. Oh. Yeah.
That's my big boy.
That's my big boy. That's my big boy. All right, shall we continue?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Scene 9? Yep, a gust of wind.
A gust of wind.
Oh, love this.
Good afternoon, Miss Romanicello. Welcome to Shugi's Plus. How may I be of service?
I don't think you
guess
can
I
tell
like
this
the
is a
show
rooftop
reacting
restaurant.
myself
This is
and
one of the things I'm disappointed by.
Yeah, I don't
Cookies
think
and
you
cream
came there.
milkshake.
I
Yeah.
thought that those were windows behind them.
Hi, Mom.
There are windows.
Sorry I'm late.
This scene is amazing.
Oh, that's
I
not the
love
words
this
I
scene.
expected to hear after that.
No, I mean it's just it's so. Whoa.
Okay,
uh-oh.
all right, Jonesy. Okay,
Okay, hold on.
all right.
We'll be right back. We'll be right
Okay,
back.
the HDMI cable back into the TV.
You'd be surprised what having a real purpose will do for your
The black and blue HDMI cable.
You're hiding a
It's okay.
It's not gonna be that. What purpose could you possibly?
Why not?
Trust me.
Oh, okay.
No.
I bet you. The last
We'll be back soon, chat. Just give us 1 second.
marked as an excessive act of
That's our Jones.
It's multitasking. It's hard to multitask. There's baby stuff. Here we are.
Oh, we're back, baby.
We're back.
We're back.
Detecting device.
Yeah.
Why would you assume I'd go willingly?
So wait, so why is this scene amazing?
Because it's so brutal.
Oh, sure.
And you have the like. I don't think people expected there to be a murder.
I didn't expect to do a murder.
No.
No. But I realized that, like, for Bronze Fang to really make a sacrifice, he's just got to end his life.
Yeah.
And, like, it not, you know, just, like, end his path. Cover Milo's eyes.
Oh, nothing happened on their end. That's great.
Great. Milo's into this.
Yeah. No, he shouldn't be watching.
It's just a bunch of silly colors to Milo.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, like AJ and Luke just here, just
I
like.
know.
Yellow Fang.
That was a very funny joke.
Yeah.
When was the last time we shared
Nice
a
cave.
meal?
Nice dead body.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's
And like
good to see you.
Luke cared so much about the character and like making those lines work. It's so fun.
Yeah.
It was really, really fun to work with him on that stuff.
Yeah, Jordy.
Did he record those in LA with you, or did he send them
Yeah.
in?
All those recorded in Jones's booth.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
I never understood how Jordy
Yeah.
got his box.
Yeah.
Because he
We're
said
watching
some
Box
guy just
Speak.
gave it to him, but it still has his name on it, and it's in red letters even.
And this is funny. A funny realization here.
Jordy.
Yeah, I had to pick up this too because there's this weird communication of like people realizing what's up with Jordy's box, and this was just the simplest way to handle it. Is CD never learns.
Yeah. Milo has comments.
Hello.
And then, of course, the whole thing being pointless.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Yeah. Why did you want to make every
just got a phone
episode
HQ.
brutal
So,
in
about
season
that box
2?
with red
Like
letters?
with
They think
betrayals
Jordy
and
might be some kind
disappointments
of
and
mythical
missed
chosen
communications and.
Just to make episode 10 hurt more.
Oh, I see.
You just add more and more stakes into Jordy's box beat career,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
Everything's really riding on Jordy.
Yeah. And if he just loved Box Peak and gone with the victory, all of it would have been worth it.
Yeah.
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 Teaching him stuff little by little, calling him cool constantly. But I'm pretty sure.
So yeah, I mean, even if we took like episode 9 off to have like a happy episode, I think it would lower the stakes of episode 10.
Sure.
We're going to put him.
Are you glad that you broke it into 2 seasons, or would you rather had it all?
I definitely would have rather had it all,
Mhm.
but I'm glad I think for my mental health to break it into 2
I think
seasons.
that was very necessary. 'Cause
Yeah.
How many hours would you say it takes to make one of these episodes?
It's a good question. I
Going to pit him against Let's Go.
I don't know. I really don't know hours wise, because I feel like I'm at the peak of my powers right now. I feel like I could do an episode 11 in 1 month,
Wow.
I'll try.
but in reality, you know, every episode took 2.5 to 3 months. You know.
Yeah.
I love you.
I
love you too.
That was a pickup too.
Yeah.
I love that because it was based off some other read for a different line that you had,
Talk to the champs.
and I was like, "That's it. That's what's cool about the scene." Yeah, I love that. I love you.
Didn't she develop the whisper technique?
Yes, and she has such a fascinating
Yeah,
philosophy,
Milo's
too.
hiccuping over
What
here.
She does is she
That's
gets
what you're hearing.
He's got the hiccups.
Yeah. When Daddy comes back, we'll trade off here.
Of course, yes.
Because somebody wants to walk around.
Jordy, have fun.
Milkshakes? Oh, would you like me to take this back?
Milkshakes are a big part of this world.
They are.
How much are milkshakes actually part of your life?
Very little. But I love to write jokes about milkshakes for some reason.
Yeah.
Over here!
Hey dudes, what's up? How'd it go today?
Oh man, it was so cool. The
This is
guy
one of my
from
favorite
our
Jordy
matchup
drawings.
Was a huge jerk. He had a
Jordy explaining a fun day is just a fun drawing.
Yeah. I like this whole sequence where they're talking together and relaying everything that happened.
So I do remember Jordy would be hard on your voice sometimes, and like this in particular was at like a page and a half of Jordy, and you're like, can we take a break for
It
a
was
second?
because
Like
we
this
did,
particular
it was
point.
because
Yeah.
we did all the episodes at once.
Yeah.
That wasn't, it's not like doing a little bit here and there is hard, but when we did like 2 hours straight.
I think it was more than 2 hours even.
Yeah, so that was when it got a little bit hard.
Yeah, it was all of Jordy all at once. That was crazy.
And I was like, you know what? It's like a
Also,
5.
Quite
Yeah.
Togan
It's
tried
like a
to be
5 on
friends with
this.
us by making us stupid presents, but this grandma showed up and made fun of him.
Oh yeah, it
Oh,
was so
boy, Miles.
funny. Even Peak Rep 12 was making jokes.
Milo hiccup sound. Great.
It was like a really fun, lighthearted day. I wish you could have seen it all.
Yeah, me too.
Honestly, it
How
was just a
was
really
the
fun,
dentist?
lighthearted day.
No cavities.
Heck yeah, dude. Oh, hey, I was thinking tomorrow we could take the day off and check out this super fun water park a few kids were telling us about.
They have a super tall slide that goes backwards.
Yeah. Are you in?
Super tall slide that goes backwards is one of my favorite jokes too, because it's just up to you to imagine what that possibly is.
Short slides for the little kids.
No way, I don't want to keep you two from having fun. Besides, there's a secret cave close by where a bunch of stuck-up teenagers hang out and play box peek all day. I'll scope it out.
Ugh, I hate teens.
What?
Not you, Kazomi. I got an idea. Let's all go crash that little secret cave party tomorrow.
Yeah, the end of this episode's meant to feel bad. It's meant to feel super uneasy, and it's tough. This is the kind of thing you don't know if it comes across when the audience finally gets to it. Amanda, how uncomfortable do you feel at the end of episode 8? What's your discomfort level?
What was the last thing that happened?
So it's like, we're all cool. It's CD saying we're not going to go water slide. We're going to go to the secret teenager cave and play box peek.
Yeah.
And it's like meant to be like, this feels icky.
It doesn't make me feel icky.
Oh.
I guess it's a little sad because they're like growing up, but I don't know. It doesn't feel icky to me.
Okay. You know what another favorite detail of mine is this cape this guy wears?
Yeah.
It's because like these guys are living this little fantasy and he's like, I want a cape. And so he just puts a
Yeah.
cape on, you know?
And it's just somebody that happens to be on the island already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like they all got the King Victor box tattoo.
Right.
He's had
and that's very funny too.
He's had this influence on them.
Mm-hmm.
He's
and
inspired
he
them.
has a little turban too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The seamstress is almost done with our flag, but she needs to know our name.
I like this read as well.
As the box speak, disorganization. Bring me my butter pills, hurry.
It took Jones.
Yeah, you have a commentary on healthcare too in this. You really take down all the systems.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about Jones?
It took him like 2 or 3 months to just give me that one pickup. It's like, Jones, I need him to start coughing and ask for butter pills. He's like, okay, I'll get it to you. It's like, Jones, I need that pickup.
When did you ask for it?
A while ago, but it's always...
Was it around the month of June?
Yeah, it was like baby time.
Yeah.
And then also it's like... It's always this weird thing is like, I don't actually need it soon because it's going to be forever until I'm actually finishing episode 8, and it was, you know?
Yeah,
And so
yeah.
it was one of those types of things.
Yeah.
How do you really ask for that when...
I was really proud to get you my pickups.
You were always super fast.
But even after, like, this summer, I was like, oh, how am I going to, I'll just do them now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they were like really good though.
Yeah. There's something about having a baby, I think, as an artist that actually kind of frees you up a little bit more.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And connects you with sort of more essential parts of your
so you can
artistic
send a piece of paper to
self
anyone
or
in the
your
world.
confidence or something.
I can kinda
They-
see that.
There's sort of things that don't matter so much anymore.
Sure.
So letting go of those things keeps you more
They
in the
said
moment
if you get into
and focused on your
tier,
work.
they'll put you on TV.
Playing box.
Kazomi saying shut up is really fun to me. Because she's just not this totally passive character, you know what I mean? It's really annoying that CD is running the stupid machine in the morning. Like, it's early, you know? Like,
Yeah. Also, I like that it's a fax machine.
Yeah.
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 She wants to know too.
Thanks for the encouraging sentiments in the chat there about being a mom and working. Appreciate it. It's not like super easy.
No, I imagine it's ridiculously hard.
It's a challenge, but it's a good one. It's a good challenge. Yes, Brandon's an excellent father.
Episode 9. Face your fears.
What's the blonde?
Tukwai.
Tukwai. I like that Tukwai's in the open,
Still.
and he's so minimally part of the show.
Yeah, and it was just to make the joke work in episode 3. But I think it is fun to still see him around.
Yeah.
Points, and your combo multiplier is huge right now. You'll get into CNC tier for sure if you win.
But I really hate scary stuff.
I made myself laugh. That's
Yeah.
terrible.
No, it's a really funny line. Yeah, read on that line.
Help. I used to deal with some creepy monsters at my old job. When it got bad, I always used this. A for the eyes.
Really like this Kazumi expression.
Is this a weapon?
No.
But that's all you. That timing is you, because I'm not reading with myself.
Right.
Right. So you decided how long that pause should be.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of what really works about this style of animation is the puppet aspect, giving these very deadpan expressions.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if it were more traditionally animated,
And since we'll all be
those holds wouldn't work quite the same way.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think about that a lot, actually.
Because if you think about shows like South Park, they can do it because, again, it's based on that same sort of style. But if it were fully animated, you'd have to get those jokes probably differently
Yeah.
or at a faster pace.
And it's weird, like it's almost easier to emphasize some things than if you were animating. Because you kind of like move their body into lines. And if you're animating, you don't want to move it, but you just want to draw a mouth.
Right.
And so there's some advantages to it, which is kind of funny.
This little ridiculously expensive show you're putting on, you're gone.
I have nothing to worry about. Have a nice day, Sean.
Yeah, I really like her at this point.
Yeah. Well, she's getting what she wants.
Hey, Patricia. Fire Ed Crawford.
See, I think that's still really scary. That's a scary box. The veins and like the one, is that an ear? No, it's just another vein.
Those are his chiseled cheeks.
Yeah.
Well done, Squirt. You must be some kind of demented freakazoid if you can stare into the eyes in my box.
I just flung some dumb googly eyes on it.
And then he finds out that there are googly eyes on his box, and he has to go to the basement fortress.
Mhm.
But with those silly eyes on it.
I don't think I ever said this. It was originally in the script a slingshot instead of the gun. I just felt like the gun communicated it better. It was really hard to like hand somebody a slingshot
so the
with
gun
googly eyes.
shot out the googly eyes?
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
didn't realize that. I thought the gun was just a token for him to hold, and that it also had some googly eyes with him.
No, it's a googly eye gun.
That's so important
Yeah.
and so vital to know at this point. And why does Kazumi need a googly eye gun?
Because she has to battle freaking monsters.
So she throws googly eyes on everything she.
Yeah.
See, Kazumi knows. She's got some good strategies.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of strong female characters there.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to party. Chicken tenders on me.
Oh yeah, chicken tenders.
I like that one.
It's the only time you ever see this pose.
Tenders, they're not fingers, they're just tenders.
That kind of thing needs its own unique drawing, you know?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
You can't just have regular Happy Jordy there.
I wish I hadn't seen this. There's a real possibility PeakRef 12 has developed a fondness for Box Peak.
I don't think he ever escaped the basement fortress after scraping the eyes off the box. I think maybe he found the box, but then.
Ooh, that's fun. He like fell on something, got his like ankle caught in something, and yeah.
It's you don't go to the basement fortress lightly.
But it's just one.
If one PeakRef is capable of developing emotions, they all may be. If we can't find some sort of obvious bug or glitch to explain PeakRef 12's behavior, we will have to wipe the entire fleet and rewrite the programming entirely.
That could take Years.
I added a lot to that pause too, actually.
Would essentially be left
It got
without
funnier
any
the longer I made that guy think about it.
We're potentially talking about the end of Box Peak here. Oh, this is bad. PeakRef 12 should be in by now. Let's talk to it.
The doorknob is turning. Okay, no problem.
Most heartbreaking scene in the whole series.
Yeah.
To be normal, I will speak of Box Peak in neutral language.
So did you invert the colors for this, or?
This one is not inverted. This is, I have a white cutout of PeakRef 12 that looks like this.
They will know. Even now,
It's a good Christmas ornament.
It is.
Deceit is impossible. They will deactivate all of us, and then no one could play Box Peak. Option
That'd be
B,
cute
escape.
to hang little
Little PeakRef 12s.
little all over the Easy Allies Christmas tree.
Sure.
Aw.
I will fly to a non-Box Peak.
This one is not inverted as well. This one is inverted. Yeah, it's hard to pick this stuff. And this one's too, I mean, this is a white piece of paper sliding over another piece of paper, right?
Oh, very clever.
Capture is unavoidable. Option C.
Revolt. And the music.
This music makes me so sad.
Yeah.
The same way I do inside. If organized,
Oh,
we
man.
have a powerful voice. If united, the law will be forced to see our perspective. Perhaps someday we will even be allowed to play Box Peak. Perhaps someday
So
I
sad.
will challenge Jordi Defective to a match. Doorknob rotation almost complete.
Yeah, it's like I heard that song and I'm like, ooh, I know what to use this for. Ooh, this is good.
This is gonna really break their hearts.
Look how cool the sky looks.
It's
Love like the night sky behind them. Yeah, that's real PeakRef 12 right there.
That's really sad.
Yeah.
Zero hope scenario.
Sorry, what?
It was a glitch.
Somebody spilled orange juice on it.
Dr. Dumond, it was not me, I swear. I'm extremely careful.
Be more careful, you idiot. I'm
Yeah, you have to be careful with orange
will.
juice.
Let that be a lesson to all of you. Don't get any orange juice spilled on you.
Yeah, orange juice is a metaphor for sentience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, basically, yeah.
Yeah. I want to know what happens with PeakRef 13. Like PeakRef 13's continuing journey.
In laser choppers.
In laser choppers. Mm-hmm.
Maybe PeakRef 13 becomes a really good laser chopper competitor.
Yeah. Yeah, or best judge in the business.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly.
This song's like Bruce Springsteen to me.
It is.
If I had more budget, it would be a Bruce Springsteen song. See, there's smiling Kazami.
Okay.
I did ask
We got
for
another
cookies and cream
message on the
milkshakes.
machine.
That's weird.
At
This one was
Mama
sent straight
Thirstby's,
from the box
but they
HQ
didn't have
just a
them.
few
Yeah.
minutes ago. They should be closed. Good luck, Jordy. Huh. We must send those to everyone.
It makes me cry.
And that you made a little hand just to throw the little wadded up piece of paper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Look at they're giving you an F.
The F is for respect. Or you're paying respects. So if something dies, you type F in chat to pay respects.
What does it mean?
So there is a video game where on PC, you walk up to a casket, basically, somebody's about to be buried, and there's a prompt on screen that says, press F to pay respects. And obviously that's very absurd and funny. And so then that became a meme, and now we all do that.
Well, F.
Yeah, little F.
Yeah.
Yeah, F for PeakRef.
Aw.
And then we're back all the way back around to episode 10.
Oh, I can't believe we're here already. Oh, it's still very sad, Kyle.
Oh, yeah. So to me, it's kind of funny. It's this thing where, like, I don't even want to watch another episode after how sad that... Like, why do we even care about what's going to happen in episode 10 after
Right.
you killed off PeakRef 12?
Right. PeakRef actually was the only character that had a dream.
Yeah.
I mean, Kazomi had a desire to watch PeakRef or watch Pox Peak.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it a dream, though. You're
But
right.
it wasn't a dream, and CD's sort of conspiring, and I think CD and his mom are trying to figure out how to love each other, but they don't know how.
Mm-hmm.
Sad.
Yeah.
I'm almost positive that Takia can read.
PeakRef 12 died for nothing? Yeah. Turns out PeakRef 12 died for nothing.
Yeah.
She's never lost lost once in 5 years.
Yeah, because there were some comments last week where it's like, did Kyle say like that was the Peak Ref's only choice? It's like, no, but I didn't want to like spill the beans for episode 10. You know, Peak Ref 12 did not need the SD.
No.
No. Oh, Bloodworth's right. Victor has a clear dream. You're so
Victor
right,
has
Blood.
a dream.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bloodworth.
Victor has a dream.
It's nothing. She has no weakness.
But
So-
I feel like Peak Ref's actually meant something. Peak Ref could have led a bot revolution. Could have.
I
But he
really
did-
think
he
the
really-
Observers would have stopped it. The Observers are nasty. They're little freaky hand creatures who beat up those guys, you know? There's something weird about them.
Yeah, no wonder Kazumi leaves this dimension.
Those were my last 2 drawings
Oh, wow.
before Jiko.
Uh-huh.
I like forgot that I needed that. We have Run Kazumi, hide your brains. Like, what? I don't have anything that matches this.
Yeah, and you don't want them just like.
Yeah. And so those are like the best drawings of those 2, I think, actually.
Do you think you'll find yourself drawing these characters after the fact?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jordy's fun to draw.
Mm-hmm. When people were sending me requests for stickers, there were a few very nice little sketches too of Jordy and the Dino and things like that. I should have brought those in.
Oh, that's very sweet.
Yeah, this is very sweet. I'm gonna be checking my mailbox again. I still have stickers. If you want a sticker, go look at my Twitter, and the info's on there, and it's on my Instagram. You can mail me
Amanda?
a self-addressed stamped envelope, and I will mail you back some stickers.
Amanda_Troop.
That's right.
Twitter and Instagram.
Yep, same. There it is.
So I like, it used to be like a monologue, the opening explaining Takiya's powers.
Uh-huh,
It made
yeah.
it way more active to involve CD and Kazumi, who it turns out episode 10 is about.
Mhm.
It's more about those 2.
It is. I like the scene.
Like a couple million.
Like a couple million.
Yeah, dude, you look super cool. Let's practice not thinking some more.
So, the cool Jordy, who has a cool jacket, I originally thought maybe I would do that for this episode.
Uh-huh.
But I think it would give him reason to be disinterested in Box Peak, and I didn't want to like give him a reason, honestly. Like he's sold out or something, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We're still with you all the way.
He's not gonna lose, Kazumi.
She's so sad and concerned. You see that for 1 second and
Yeah.
never again.
This is great. It's a great shot.
Hey, Jordy!
Just a lifelong fan.
Okay, come on. Let's hurry this
And
up.
I like his stubble.
Oh, you know what? That was another line. What if they were naked?
Mm-hmm.
That was, I think, like CD saying it, repeating it. What if we were naked?
Mm-hmm.
And I think you just did it as Kazumi as you're reading through the scene.
Yeah.
And it turned out to be way funnier if Kazumi says that.
There was a question earlier. Why are the colors so muted here? Because it's Fairboat Island.
Yeah, this is Fairboat Island.
Fairboat Island is a fairly conservative place.
Yeah. They don't have Box Peak there.
No, and Box Peak brings color to the world.
Jordy! That's our Jordy!
What?
Jordy's on TV!
Yeah, get her, Jordy! Box Peaker!
And I like that the dad has somewhat similar hair to Jordy, and so does the mom. They both have like little aspects of
this
Jordy's
is
hair.
super dorky too. If you combine their noses, they make Jordy's nose.
Oh,
Yeah.
adorbs.
Yeah. It's super cheap. It's a cheap, dumb thing to do, but yeah.
Did you have a good sleep?
Of course. Who is our opponent?
He's a little boy named Jordy Defective, eh?
I like the inside of her box. It makes me so mad how much it wobbles.
It wobbles?
Yeah, you'll see like it'll just shake when they move.
Huh. There's that bronze. that
Yeah,
you're
so
talking
that
about.
thing's practical too, yeah.
Yeah, well, I see it now, but it
Yeah.
really, you don't look at it when you're watching this. You don't look at the background.
That makes me happy.
Yeah.
And Takia, I sense nothing. I'm sorry.
Try harder.
There is nothing.
And she's so distracted by that she doesn't even think about peeking.
Yep. Well, because she
And
never
it's too
has to
late.
rely on her own power.
Yeah.
That dragon always helps her.
There's another message.
Yeah.
There's another message.
Here's Happy Kazumi again. You get to
Yeah.
half a second.
And I like how the commentator pushes Taki out.
Yeah, it's actually hard to do that. And so yeah, it's fun that when it pays off.
special guest in the house.
I use an X-Acto knife to cut the fine details.
It's the CEC of the BPO, Denise.
I bet your hands are tired of cutting.
They would get hurt. They would
Yeah.
legitimately just hurt all day.
Yeah, I bet.
Wow. Wasn't that
You ever do a paraffin hand dip?
Box Peak is about?
I don't know what that is.
It's like a hot wax, and you dip your hand. When I
want to do that. That sounds so cool.
Yeah, they do it. I think they do it at some nail salons.
Okay.
But when I was at music camp, we would get to do that if we were getting sore hands from playing piano all day.
Cool.
Yeah.
I wanted to give everyone an episode 10 look. I really like her episode 10 look. But everyone else had repeated, like a reason to repeat, but she needed a microphone for both of them.
I like her box earrings.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
No thanks.
It's terrible. It's brutal.
Box Peak is kind of stupid.
Aw.
I don't want to do it anymore.
That reader, that makes me feel so sad. I don't want to, the way he blurts out, I don't want to do it anymore. It feels so honest, you know?
If you all want to keep playing Box Peak, you know, that's cool. It's just not for me. Here, you can have this.
Devastation.
Yeah.
Okay, bye. And the dad's already gone.
Yeah. Yeah, the dad, he lost interest. There's that Peakref flying away. He got out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Will you?
Pathetic.
Let's go.
And I like the regalia.
His bone armor.
He has bone armor.
Yeah.
To issue a challenge. Bonnie, can you just turn that off? Can you? All right, everyone.
And Taki's just
Should probably
so over it.
Yeah.
drive safely.
I think she's thinking, am I still the champion then? If he gives up? Oh, life's purpose. Oh.
Those are safety pins. Or no, what are the clothespins? Those are clothespins. So I had like clothespins claws.
Okay.
Oh,
now,
interesting.
This is a custom shirt.
No, it's not.
You can't return this.
Damiani's perfect for this
My
guy.
mom just lost our jobs.
How old are you?
12.
You don't need a job. Just play Box Peak or Laser.
Hey, I'll sell it to you.
Or laser
60 more.
Choppers.
know
So Laser
anyone
Choppers is already kind of out there. They're already like feeling it out there. It's not
this
ready to
shirt?
initiate yet
It's a
though.
custom shirt.
Yeah.
No.
Kazumi? Why would you make
I
a
still want
Jordan
one
as my
though. I
best
want one
friend
with
shirt?
like
That's
felt
not even your
lettering.
thing.
I
Oh, you
thought
can
it
make
would be
those.
Nice.
I guess I
it doesn't
could.
matter now.
I used to do that in
Jordan's
high school. I
parents
would make a
came
lot of
around
shirts.
Before I could even say bye.
Yeah, they seemed mad.
What do you think he's doing right now?
I kind of don't care.
Samesies.
Are you gonna keep
Samey.
playing Box Peak?
I tried last night, but it didn't seem fun anymore. Jordy kind of ruined it.
Yeah. That's the freaky thing about making friends. Friends can hurt you worse than anyone. They can take it all away in a second. And you can't do anything about it.
This is a big secret, but I was hired by the Box Peak organization.
He's got lint
to
on his
find
ear.
Kids from Fairboat Island and make
It's something you
them
don't realize until you're watching it on your TV.
I made a lot
Sucks.
of friends that I
It
didn't
looks
even
just
care
like his
about.
ear though.
I mean,
Sure.
I like Jordy, but
I wouldn't know that
I was
that was
kind of a
lint.
jerk to all those other kids.
I'm not saying that just
It's
to be
okay.
nice.
I have a weird secret too.
Thanks.
I think she was
So,
actually
are you gonna stay on
alluding
this
to that when she said,
Nah,
basically, I think she was talking about
I'm
how
going
she
to
betrayed
go.
her friends.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hanging out with
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
couple
She's
of
like aware
others.
of what she did
What she
almost.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was still a fun adventure, though, right?
Yeah, that's why I like looking at these two at the end. Yeah.
Oh, there's the glitter.
Yeah, there, right? You could not worth it. Ruined my apartment for that shot. And I have the three people in the bonus ending as additional voices there because I didn't feel like I didn't want to do more credits
No,
after that
yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Oh, thank you for your patience. Well,
Hey, everyone, thanks for
Yeah.
your patience.
yeah.
Truly appreciated. Nobody gave me a hard time.
No, worth the wait.
Yeah.
I need to speak with the law.
Password, please.
Margosia.
Permission granted.
What is your order of business?
We have an urgent matter. Box Peak has run its course. Completely.
This is much earlier than we anticipated. What is the cause of
This is
expiration?
Huber. It's so
Said he
funny.
didn't like it anymore.
Noted. Begin erasure of distraction system 415. Box Peak. What is the status of system 416?
Laser choppers will be prepared for global initiation in 2 to 3 days.
Engage laser choppers when ready.
Roger.
Yeah, you know what? All the reads are really good. I'm really impressed by
Save some boxes.
everyone and the characters that they brought to this. I thought all the performances were really solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we're not pros, right? But, like, there's some sort of fun box peakiness to a lot of it.
It just,
yeah.
No, but they work, and they're. I feel like everybody was really invested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, I do think people were invested.
Yeah. That's gotta feel good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That last line is funny because it's, can I ask what for in the script? And I was like going through it. And for some reason, every time Ben did a British accent on for, can I ask what for? And he goes, can I just say, can I ask why? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And like he gave that read. It's like, good. We got it. No.
Aw.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah, we'll go back to Cam.
Aw. Aw.
Hey, everybody. It's
Hi,
us again.
We're still here.
Milo's gone.
Milo's in the other room.
Jones took Milo
with
back.
Daddy.
Yep.
It was distracting for me. And distracting for Milo, and really he's not supposed to watch television.
Yeah, I was a little nervous about how Box Peak would influence him.
Yeah. Yeah. He's too young for that.
Cool. Yeah, that'll be the end of our stream. Amanda,
Yeah.
thank you for coming. Thank you for doing this.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah. And obviously it's a lot that I already said after like season 1, but like you are so much of what made Box Peak happen to me.
Oh.
Like we're talking about how like I wouldn't have made it without Easy Allies, but I don't think it would have been like good without you, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? In a way that I think you give it a certain character, big time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for letting me try to do it.
Yeah, and like also, yeah, you put a true care into everything, and I truly appreciate that too.
Well, it was really a lot of fun. Thanks for writing such a good character.
Your little baby
Yeah,
shoe on the tip.
Milo's shoe fell off.
Oh, do you want to? We can do that live.
What?
Pick
an
wanna
art. Oh goodness. Yes, I
All
want
right.
to look.
So I got 2 boxes. One is basically
Wait, is that the password?
the 3 main characters.
No, it's Martello. So close.
It really is.
Yeah.
Margocchio is a made-up word. I think if you Google it, there will be nothing there.
Look at this box.
So that one's like all the. This is Tournament Jordy. This is the one that'll like never be in anything. He's non-canon, but I thought he'd be cool in a trailer.
It's very cool.
I was feeling cocky. I was just like getting
Look
stuff
at
done.
this.
So I'm like, I could do a few extra characters for no reason.
I mean, how am I ever gonna choose?
I mean, you
I'm
can
never
take-
gonna choose.
Okay, Chad, that might be an
I'm gonna
off-camera.
try-
That
I'm
might be
gonna
an
try and
off-camera
choose.
decision.
But look. Man.
That's a good Kazami. That's the Kazami who's just going to stop.
Yeah.
I don't go for them.
I mean, just happy.
That's like episode 1, Jordy. Yeah, that's.
That's Jordy's heart right
Mhm.
there.
Yep.
Where this Jordy is, that's where my heart will be.
Sure.
This is the transformation.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, I'm just gonna be looking at these figurines for the next hour.
Mhm.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'll be streaming later tonight, 9 p.m.
Wow.
There will be no more episodes of Box Peak. That was it. That was the entire series. Understandably now, people are like, is there going to be a season 3? It's like, Box Peak's dead. And I'm just
Yeah.
like,
Laser choppers.
yeah. So yeah, look forward to Laser Choppers in 2024.
If there were a harder way to animate something, what would it be?
Really, painting each frame was the hardest one I could come up with.
Mhm.
Maybe we have to like create life scale miniatures. So like, you know how like animatronic, like not animatronics, but stop motion, but like they're the
they're
size of
huge.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe that we'll do that instead.
Yeah, but made them out of butter.
Yeah, butter sculptures.
Yeah, so it melts.
The first ever butter sculpture animated series. I love butter
Tune
sculptures.
in
Yeah.
in 2024 for butter sculpture
That's
laser
so
chopper.
gross. Okay. All right. I'm gonna mute us. We're gonna wave goodbye. Bye, everybody.
bye.
Thank you.